What is up, people? I know we don't have the little emote things anymore. All right.
We have a human one.
There you go.
There you go.
We are in for another Between Gamers podcast. So yeah, it's been since what, June 21st since we had a Between Gamers podcast. That's bad.
Sometimes you need a break. Sometimes ain't nothing to talk about. You don't be.
No, June. This is what, damn near December.
I'm just saying. Sometimes I mean, there really wasn't all that much great like spifferific news. It was like your usual stuff from week to week, and you're just like, okay, well, we just gonna rehash this.
So we have some random, I guess, discussions that we're gonna talk about today.
Ooh.
I know one thing that Dre would like for us to discuss are the nominations for the Game Awards.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And with that, we will give our choices as well here on the podcast today. Then we have, again, some random things that we'll discuss, like the Xbox One X, the controversy behind that.
I've been following all kinds of controversies today.
Girl.
Well, today's controversy week.
Kuuppon has some things she would like to discuss, and then if anybody else on the panel have anything they would like to discuss, that'll be cool as well. So we'll go ahead and let everyone introduce themselves, and we'll go from there. So we're going to go from my left, which is more than likely your right, with Dre, Mr. UHC91. What up, Dre?
Hey, everyone. And it's Dre. I'm so sorry. I've basically been tired today, so y'all going to have to forgive me. It's been a long day. Hey, but yes, I'm Dre, aka UHC91. And yes, I have been MIA from YouTube too because I just feel like it. So deal with it. And I'm excited to be here. So yeah, let's just get this started.
All right. Next we have Miss Kuuppon Strives, your gaming diva. What up, Kuuppon?
Oh, sorry.
Damn.
Kidding. Hey, y'all, what's up? I'm tired as well. Oh my god, today is like a drab day. Like, what the F? It's like no sun out. I can't get no kind of heat. It suddenly got cold, and I live in Texas. What is this? Like, I'm mad. But I am Kuuppon Strives, your gaming diva, and the struggle diva, and every other kind of diva there is on the planet Earth, because that's just what I am and I do. Yeah, let's get started. We're gonna get into this stuff. Juicy tea. Lots of tea. So get your teacups ready. Get your crumpets ready. I got get everything ready because I'm gonna be pouring the tea today.
Okay. All right, before we move on, we have a couple comments. Digital Man said, yeah, where the hell y'all been? That is the title of this video. Been waiting to throw down on some Uno or Monopoly now that they fixed it. Digital, look, it ain't nothing but a chicken wing on a string.
They fixed it. Okay, then I can go ahead and pick that up.
We can do it, Digital. I'm waiting on you, buddy. EJ said, yo!
I'm gonna jump on it too.
Yeah, got you, girl. EJ also said, awesome picture, Kuuppon.
Yup, you got it.
Also, what is up, TK? It's been forever, bruh. How you doing, buddy? EJ also said, I finally got a Switch game. Yo, thank God, EJ. About damn time. Next we have Miss K. What is up, Miss K? She is the queen.
She been
always
in here
on the featured hot list. Okay, you need to tell me how you doing, sister.
I don't know. I don't know. Just a magnet, I guess. I don't know. What's up, everybody? Well, we've been talking, but regardless, as far as away from YouTube or whatever. So I've been seeing y'all posts and stuff like that. But it's good to be back, on the panel, and chopping it up with y'all. They can follow me on Twitter. That's Twitch and Mixer. That's it.
And VidMe, come on now.
Oh yeah, VidMe. Yeah, I can't forget about VidMe. Yeah, I can't forget about that. Sure. Holding it down at VidMe, you know it.
Next,
I need to hurry and migrate over.
The old Dirty 33. What up, Dirty?
These old discount, these discount sound effects.
Your boy
Dollar
Dirty.
bin.
The family has the family's back, reunited, and
And it
returned to full track.
feels so good.
Oh my God, no, she didn't.
Hey, I never said I could sing. I can try all I want. All right, next we have, last but not least, we have Will from the Wheel of Gaming. Follow him on twitch.tv/the Wheel of Gaming. Damn,
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I love the sound effects, by the way. Hey, everybody, how you doing? My name is Will from the Wheel of Gaming, and let's get this show started.
Oh no!
All right, so who would like to start off with today's topics?
I'm ready for the tea. I don't know
No,
about
no,
y'all.
my tea's gonna be a minute, so we gonna serve that last. Go ahead and eat the rest of your food.
Damn.
Oh, so we got to wait till the end. Okay.
Yeah, because it might. I don't know how long it'll take. We could probably end it quickly, or it might take a little while. But you know,
Dang.
What up, Sinister?
Sinister.
what's up, Sin?
What the hell was that?
Have like any like?
That was
You losing my breath.
that was a 2017 sound effect.
Yes,
Oh,
it was.
Oh Lord, it sounded so real.
Yep.
Oh.
Told you. I'm sorry. Nothing but authenticity on this.
There you go.
Discount authenticity.
Authenticity. It was like
Authenticity on a budget.
Yes, it's authentic, but it's a budget. It's
So
discounted.
before we get to like the main stuff, does anyone have like any couple like church announcements they need to do first?
Church.
Church announcement. That's a good one.
That's a good one. I like that.
First off, Sister Miss K.
Huh?
We have to bless Sister Miss K today.
Why?
Bless you, sister.
I love how she's like, why?
Bless me for what?
She's like, why?
Right said church announcements. We gotta get the church announcements.
Yeah, let's get the church announcements out the way.
Praise Miss K. Yes.
It's been a while, Sister Kuuppon, since you've been in the sanctuary, so we glad.
Yeah, I'm glad Kuuppon came on in the sanctuary today.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Praise the diva.
Oh my God, stop.
Brother Will, it's been a while since we've seen you as well. Also, Brother Dirty, glad that
Brother Dirty.
What's the deacon doing? What Deacon Dirty doing?
Deacon Dirty.
What they say he doing dirt. That's what he doing. He know.
Sinister said, pass the collection plate. Yes.
Yes. Pass the collection plate.
Brother Tar Heel. We gonna get to that, Brother Tar Heel.
Brother Tar Heel.
That's the
Brother Tar Heel.
Oh my goodness, seriously?
All right. So the Xbox One X. Me personally, I'm glad it's out. That's a beast of a machine, but dirty.
yes.
Don't tell me what you. Tell us what you have been seeing about the Xbox One X online.
What people been saying in general about it. Just I mean, you got a lot of people that's enjoying it. You got a lot of people that I guess you could say is hating on it. Don't like it. Me personally, I'm enjoying it right now. Going back to older games just to see basically how they look in 4K, native 4K, checkerboard 4K, whatever it's called. It looks nice, but I would like to see a game, something like Forza 7. I want to see a game that's actually built from the ground of the One X to really see the graphics, fidelity that it could bring. I mean, seeing the older games that has the patch to it to enhance the visuals and stuff is cool, but I want to see what the next Gears look like. Gears 5. I want to see that built from the ground up for the X, and also Halo, Halo
Yeah.
6, what we're gonna call it.
Oh,
That right there will definitely raise eyebrows once people be able to see that. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
mhm,
eyebrows are being raised a little with just with the older games with the patch to it.
mhm.
And it looks good. Don't get me wrong, it does. But like I said, I want to see the full capability of this machine.
Okay,
Yeah.
but now let me like ask a question though, because like there was one thing I never really fully understood with that. So it's just was it though the whole thing with the console is just that it's like it makes the games like look prettier. Like there's no games that are like exclusive to like the Xbox One S or whatever it's called, right? Y-
Right. Basically, it's I mean, your not every Xbox One game has the patch to it.
Right.
Um,
Mhm.
there's a handful of games. I don't know how many, but I had a couple of a few of them um, that I still have that took advantage of it. So I was trying to go, one by one, to
Mhm.
see exactly how it looked. Some games, like I can say, like NBA 2K18, it takes advantage of the HDR. I don't think
Mhm.
much more as the 4K, but the HDR, it makes the colors of the uniform and the stadium stand out more. I noticed that the players, the models are like very smooth texture.
Mhm.
To their face and arms and stuff like that. It's smoother. I can tell the difference.
Do you
So
feel like the games like run faster?
no, to me, it's still like it runs the same. It's just giving it a brighter look.
So really, it's just mainly just for visual effect. Like you're just basically like if someone was to get this console, it's like, hey, it runs the same as this console. It's just that on this one it looks prettier than that one.
Some games do have the frames per second. They do have a bump in
Hmm.
it. It's smoother.
Yeah, yeah, like
You can tell it has power.
yeah, I can say
Hmm.
like Tomb Raider,
Hmm.
when Tomb Raider, and if you go into the options, there's like three different options for visual. You have native 4K.
Hmm.
The native 4K, you can actually tell it. I mean, even though the game was beautiful as it was on the Xbox One when it came out like 2 years ago or whatever when it came out, but you can
Hmm.
see the difference now with Laura, her surroundings, everything is like crisp, is like clear. Like when you go into and knock it down, if you go to enrich, is it no enhanced? I think it's enhanced.
Hmm.
You go down to enhance, you can see take a notch down. You can see certain things in there that have changed, and then it gives you what that is giving you 60 frames per second, but also giving you half the visuals as 4K. So
Hmm.
in 4K, you get in that look, that beautiful look, but you're bumped down to 30 frames per second. But then as you go with I think it's called frame rate. I think it's called I can't remember the name. But that one is like for 1080p, and you will see a difference. You're playing like it was in 1080p and 60 frames per second. So they basically some games give you like an option of if you want to put it in between, if you want to go higher to like 4K or whatever, you can. But not every game does it. But you can see it with Tomb Raider.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss K, you got to say anything about the X?
The X is a beast.
Have
One,
you
it's a beast, and
Can
this
you
is coming.
elaborate?
I am the what I'm gonna say is I have a powerful PC. I got a 1080 Ti graphics
Hmm.
card, so it's not a bullshit PC that I have. I have a nice PC, and a
Hmm.
lot of people ask me, "Well, Miss K, you got a PC? Why you getting Xbox One X?" Well, the only way you're gonna learn how to know how something is running is to buy it, to experience it yourself.
Hmm.
And sometimes I may not want to play on PC. I might want to get in a party chat with everybody. Now there are some things that need to be fixed on the Xbox One X, and I ain't even gonna front. Upload Studio is trash.
Yeah.
It's trash. The chat system, they need to clean that up. They need to clean it up. If they can do those two things, then I think it won't be so much of a hindrance, But as far as how the games run, I mean, I haven't played Halo 5, but I did put it on my console, so it is there. Of course, y'all know I've been crazy over Forza 7, so Forza Motorsport 7, yeah. When I play Forza Motorsport 7 on my Xbox One, it feels like I'm playing kind of on my like I'm playing on my PC. So that's saying a hell of a lot. It runs smooth, but there have been reports, and I think these are genuine reports, that people's consoles were bricked.
What?
One of I looked at a video, and this had he was on YouTube with it. I don't think he was lying because he recorded it. His Xbox One X sounded like a damn jet about to take off.
Wow.
I don't know what the hell this shit that was. I know. I mean, I know that we're gonna have, when hardware is released and stuff like that, you're gonna have
some of them
some
that are
good, and some that are bad. That's not a good look. But I think it's an isolated,
incident
situation. Yeah, I think they're isolated. But
okay. But does the console at least work though?
His powered down. No, it wouldn't work. He tried to turn it back on, and it powered right back off. So I said, I guess that's to keep it from blowing up. I guess I don't know, but
teraflops fighting.
Them jokers fighting big time.
Yeah, I see like a similar. I've seen a similar video like that on YouTube, but he just couldn't power on at all. He said
really?
I think he said by like the second day or something like that.
Yeah, I saw that video.
I've stress tested the hell out of mine, since I've had it.
Is it loud?
No,
it's
you can hardly hear it.
Okay.
You cannot hardly hear it. You can tell where the heat sink is because it's towards the back on the right where the power cord is. You can tell where that's where the heat chamber is. You can tell. It doesn't get overly hot, especially my entertainment stand is open. I got tempered glass, so I'm not going to have a problem with it getting overheating it or anything like that. But I wouldn't put it anywhere enclosed or anything without being able to get air.
Well, has anyone heard anything negative about the system?
Yeah, I've seen some negative things. I've seen some people's videos that they showed the console and it wouldn't power on, and I feel bad for them, because that's whatever money they spent. Then they have to. Even though Microsoft will replace it, still
they should be able to replace it.
Yeah,
because that's not
sucks.
But it's just still the fact that they had to go through that,
right? And some of them are Scorpio editions. I think I don't know if it's Xbox.
Those are the ones that they get. That they some of them they gave to like people who were supposed to showcase them and stuff.
Right. So I was like, well, like I said, it's to me it's more of an upgrade than what the PS4 Pro was. I think.
Is it loud? Is it loud? It doesn't sound like a jet engine to you.
No, mine is super quiet, and I stress test the hell out of it this weekend. When I first got it, I left it on for 8 hours. I ain't hear nothing.
That's good.
Have y'all had any what are some differences between the Xbox One and the Xbox One X? Like I guess when you plan your games or whatever, are you noticing any difference from the original Xbox One to the X since y'all have? Now I'm asking. I don't have an X, so.
You mean the gameplay or just as far as the UI?
Gameplay, UI, everything.
To me, the gameplay is smooth. I've been, I've been playing, a lot of racing games. I haven't tried. I'm not playing Gears. I've already beat Gears, so I'm not going back. Some people are going back to just to replay it for the textures. No, I'm not playing Gears again. I'll play the multiplayer, but I'm not gonna play story mode. But I've been stress testing the hell out of all the Forza games that I've had. Forza Horizon 3 looks immaculate. On the Xbox One X, it does look good.
And you're saying that it's on par with the PC?
It's my vision. I don't see a difference as far as my eyes. My eyes, when I'm looking at my and I have a 1440. I have a 1440p display that I game on my PC. When I'm on that, And I purposely did it. You know, I played on my PC. I played Forza 7. Then I stopped that game. Then I got on my Xbox One X, and I played it on there.
Okay.
There really wasn't too much of a difference other than the frame rates. Of course, I'm gonna have a more frame rates on PC because it's a PC.
Yeah.
But it still ran buttery smooth on my Xbox One X. I'm not lying. I'm just being real.
Now, have you streamed in 4K at all?
No, I have not streamed in 4K. I need a 4K capture card. I'm not going to put my Elgato through that. I mean, the only thing I've done is upload clips, right? Like the 30-second clips. I've uploaded those and put those on Twitter so people can see it.
You can only record in 30 seconds with Upload Studio?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sucks.
Yep. And I don't have an external either. So a lot of people have an external hard drive. I haven't bought one yet. So you can record longer because Workbirdie did a live stream on his X.
Or it's either 5 minutes or 30 minutes or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you have, I guess the external hard drive, more.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can record from 5 to 30 minutes in 4K.
If you have an external.
But you can stream up to an hour, right?
I think that's what it said when I went to the settings.
Okay. All right.
I suggest getting a 4K capture card. That way, that's what I say. So you get the true picture.
Okay. All right. So, anybody else have anything they want to add about the X?
How much does it cost?
$500.
$500.
And you guys feel like you guys got, your money's worth?
Yeah. Well, I didn't. Yeah.
I mean, for what they put in the machine, yeah, I would have to say yeah, because I know a lot of people, when they seen the price, they was like, "Oh, $4.99, that's just too much." I mean, you got to think about it. They put all this stuff in this box, and then you also have just think of that extra $100. You have a 4K Blu-ray player in your system, which the Pro doesn't. And let's just say the Pro did have it. The Pro would be $500.
Right.
So you get that extra $100 as I have me a 4K Blu-ray player, and that's the cheapest as you're going to get, unless you're going out for Black Friday. After Black Friday, they're going back up in price.
So I have a question. Has anybody seen how Super Lucky Tail is playing?
Super Lucky Tail is.
I played it last night.
And I'm asking that because I need to know what other games they bring into this damn thing for like
nothing.
I have one in my house. It's my homeboys. I have one in the house and I've seen his thing and it looks beautiful. Plays well, smooth, doesn't sound like, like it's taken off or any of that stuff. So it plays well, it's smooth. I've seen some good things about it. But my only concern is that it has nothing to really, really showcase what it can do. It's just going back in time with the stuff that we already played and already had out, which is fine. I understand you want to upgrade that stuff. Kudos. What are the new stuff that you have on the horizon for people who purchase this thing? You have got to give people a reason for that purchase. Like it's just point blank period. You set up here and screen 4K, 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 4K. Where is my 4K?
Well, you know what?
New 4K, not no old school shit that you've had already on the market. New shit for the new damn system.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's not lying.
I mean, I'm serious. Like, I understand why y'all bought it, and I'm not even knocking you for it because it is buttery smooth. But I already played those games.
Yeah.
Some I have played. Some I haven't.
We played some of those games before. Some of them you haven't, and that's cool to go back and get the ones that you haven't and see how they play.
Cool. Well, that's probably why they offer the free upgrades to the
for the stuff. But at the same time, you could free upgrade all you want. I want to see some new shit.
Yeah, you want
exclusives.
Well, yeah, no, and that's like my only thing. It was just like I saw it. I'm just sitting here like, okay.
Because
the only thing that's different is just like, hey, the picture looks prettier. Like,
my major concern wasn't even the fact that is 4K and all that is more powerful. It wasn't even my major concern. I knew they were going to deliver because it's freaking Microsoft. They deal with PC, so they had no choice but to deliver. My concern was, and my concern still is,
games.
What are you bringing to it? It's still supposed to be a console still. You screaming about all these different specs and stuff, but everybody's losing sight of the major conversation is games. What games you got? So that's all I'm saying. And I'm not trying to downplay the game. The system is doing a beautiful job. It's great. All that.
I guess it's the case.
games.
It's a case by case thing because it's a lot of games that I didn't play on my Xbox One. So I got games to play.
I don't know. I guess with what I'm asking is I want to see them push the damn thing to its fullest potential with a new game. That's essentially where I'm coming from.
Right,
I want to see them make something that is so damn phenomenal because we ain't had no really like out of this world game that had everybody like what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm coming from. Is like, can Microsoft give us that game that we all, something to kind of revitalize the industry of sorts, I guess. You got your 4K, you got your power under the hood. Now give us that game that shows, look, gaming can go further now. We got the power, now we can go further with gaming.
True.
That's kind of sort of where I'm coming from. I don't know if that works for others, but it's just, if you could push gaming a little further with this more power and whatnot, then let me see what you got. Bring us something. That's all I'm saying.
No, I feel you.
EJ made a comment. He said loot boxes and microtransactions don't belong on console games. We're gonna get to that, EJ.
We getting to that. That's the T. Hold
on. I think with Microsoft, I think Microsoft. This is just my opinion. To me, I don't see Microsoft bringing out this console, just to play older games. That's cool that we play older games and they, bumped it up,
that's what I'm thinking too. Yeah.
I mean, it's a 4K and 1080p.
They put a lot of money into it too.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is right now until next year, Microsoft is betting on third party to bring their new games from now to the future
to the system
4K, and then Microsoft is going to say, okay, this is what we're bringing to the table now. I believe myself that we're going to see some new first party games. It might not be a lot, but I'm thinking we're going to see a few just because of this machine. And we're going to see old titles. We're going to see another Gears. We're going to see another Halo. But we're going to see some new titles, and I'm thinking Microsoft, because of putting out this machine, let's say something next year. We just got to give them time. I'm going to give,
of course. I'm giving them time.
That they're going to give, first party, third party. We know is there,
right?
But with Microsoft Studios, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna wait to next year, somewhere getting close to like E3, maybe stuff will start leaking out that, Microsoft got this in development or some new project they're working on. That's what I'm hoping for. And I think everybody else should just, be like,
give it a minute.
Yeah, just give it a second, give it a minute and see what Microsoft want to do, because this will shoot Microsoft in the foot by putting a powerhouse console out like this
with no games.
You have first party games to show for it.
Right.
I'm not talking about just Crackdown 3. I'm talking about some real games people want to.
So but here's my question though. Well, why not then basically prolong the console until you have maybe like at least a game or two that can basically show what it can do? Why not just wait?
I want to. Technology doesn't wait. That's why. Technology it evolves. It evolves all the time. So they may as well, have the machine ready, because the games, they're gonna drop the games. They better if they know what's best for them. Right. It's the same thing when we had the Wii U. We had to wait on games. How long do we wait?
I think
forever.
We had to wait for Sony too now.
Forever. Everybody
had to wait on all their asses for games.
All of them. That's the way it goes. You gotta wait.
That's just the way it is.
And plus,
I still just have questions, but obviously that was my major concern. Is like, I wonder, it's mostly a wondering thing. Like, I wonder what they're bringing, because I don't see you being stupid enough to bring this beast of a machine out and you ain't got shit to offer. Like, what? Like what?
Like what?
So I don't think they're that crazy. At least I hope not.
I hope not, but we'll see. We'll have to just give them a year. After a year's up, I'm sorry, you ain't got no excuses, because you knew long before us that you were bringing this thing out. So you should have had some stuff on the wayside ready and prepared. So we'll give you a year. After a year, shut the hell up. Just bring some freaking games and stop making excuses.
And for the people that says that the One X is too expensive, $500 is too much for a console, I can tell you right now, this is just the beginning. Because you have to look at Sony. Okay, Sony is $100
Yes, you
cheaper.
got a
Okay,
point.
that's fine. Now, what about the PlayStation 5? Where the hell you think PlayStation 5 is going?
I think it's gonna be expensive as
It's
hell
gonna
because
be
they got it.
pricey.
Because it's
And
gotta.
you
They're gonna
believe
probably try and
PlayStation?
fight Microsoft head to head with their next console if they go 5.
And mind
So
you, and mind you, like I said, I mean, it's just like, come on now. Now, if you want like a good console that runs well and basically, runs games very well, I mean, I hate to say it, you're going to put out a little bit of coin.
I
And
mean,
sorry.
it's essentially that. Like, if you want all this 4K and all this extra upgrades and whatever, then I would suggest go PC. Otherwise, this is what you gotta pay for a set top box.
Right.
You have
Right.
to pay a set top box price because there's
Right.
no customization involved. But if you want to customize and get all the latest gear and whatnot, then you get you a PC and you put whatever you want to put in there, Legos, whatever you do. But a set top box is going to be what you're going to get, and it's going to be expensive for the higher, for the better graphics and whatnot. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to go with 4K because that's what it look like it's going to, you might stick with Nintendo with the $299 price tag because Microsoft and Sony, you're not getting another three.
They're not getting cheaper.
They're
They're not going backwards. They are
Nope.
going to get more expensive, and that's essentially why I'm going PC because a lot of those games are going to PC anyway. So it'll save you like
and the games are cheaper on PC.
Games are cheaper. You can get all the multi-plats plus the indies, all that good stuff, and it's just a good supplement in between whatever's going on with the console. The console side of things.
Right.
You have something else to supplement your gaming when there's a dry spell or whatever. So that's all it is. But I mean, if you really, really are like a graphics whore, PC is where you really need to be. Let's just be honest. But if you don't mind having extra graphics, plus you want something that's just kind of already customized for you, then obviously you're gonna go with the set-top box,
Right.
PlayStation or Xbox.
That's it.
They're going to get more expensive going forward if they stay in the if they're going to stay in the console market making hardware. Now, if they decide to go strictly PC, some of us who already moved to PC because we see the writing on the wall. We've been here in gaming for quite a while.
That's where it's going.
Some of us are veteran gamers, and we see the writing on the wall. We saw it when it was going online. We saw it when they were moving away from not cassettes, but from the cartridges going CD. We saw it when they started having minor microtransactions. We see it all the time. The writing is on the wall. So you gotta move with the times. And right now, your set-top box is going to get more and more expensive trying to keep up with PC.
Right.
It just is what it is.
Just like now, I don't go physical too much now. I'm kind
of in between physical and digital, but it's
I buy
I'm mostly
Nintendo games. I buy the
like physical, yeah.
But like Xbox One and PC, it's digital. That's just the way it is. I was like, well, and I one thing I do like about the Xbox One X is crossplay. You can play it. I like that. That's a really good feature.
It's a good
gifting feature. Yeah, the gifting feature is.
You might be on your PC one day, your friends are on Xbox, and they playing the same game. You don't feel like moving over. You just go ahead, put it in, do your thing, vice versa.
Right.
Works that way. It's nice.
Yep.
Nice little setup.
Yeah, it's a nice little setup.
But yeah, I think they got something in the works. We just got to give them a little time to kind of.
We waited on the rest of the companies. Yeah.
I know, you got a year, so there you go.
Yeah.
They still probably should have came out with something exclusive.
They should have like some smaller.
But you know what? I believe the Xbox One now, what it is now, is what it should have been in the beginning.
The
PlayStation 4 Pro is what it should have been.
Yeah.
Well, see, but that's where I was kind of like going with it. It was just like,
it's like why? But they do this every generation. They have
cash grab is what it is.
Yeah, that's all it is. They have their main, whatever, and then they go and come out with something beefier or whatever. And it's like we've been through this song and dance before. It's nothing new. So it's just a matter of, do you want the upgraded one or do you want the the vanilla one? And quite frankly, I'm still stuck with the vanilla PlayStation 4. So I don't care.
That's fine. That's what I got too. It's fine.
I'll just wait till they come to the PlayStation 5 because after that, that's when they're gonna make when they start making games for PlayStation 5 or whatever the heck their new system's gonna be. Then I'm gonna have to move over anyway. So it's no point in me getting a new a Pro or none of that.
Do you think the PlayStation 5 will be backwards compatible for PlayStation 4 games?
I don't think they're gonna do backwards compatibility.
They're not going to do that. They're not going to.
Sony's not going to do backwards compatibility, but what they are going to do,
playing nice now. I mean,
I think they're going to try and do better with that streaming service thing that they have. But
PlayStation Now.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't think anything. We're not going to see anything, lucrative as far as like backwards compatibility.
Wow.
It doesn't benefit them for them, but like for us, it benefits us great. But power to the players.
Mm-hmm.
But see, but the part of it that's so funny about it is like you said, it's just like they say like, oh, it doesn't like benefit them, but yet they want to work on the streaming. But I'm like, wouldn't the backwards compatibility?
But you're gonna pay for the streaming. That's why. That's how it benefits them.
Never mind that.
Yeah, you're gonna pay for the streaming, and you don't get to keep the game either with the streaming. Watch, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something that's fairly fair, but underneath the surface, you don't get to keep the game unless you're signed up to the service. You won't get to keep the game. As soon as you unsubscribe from the service, the game is locked out from you. It benefits them because you're paying for the service, and as long as you pay for the service, you have backwards compatibility of sorts.
But Game Pass run dirty. Doesn't Game Pass run different? Like if you get the game discounted on Game Pass, we got it free for 30 days. So if you get a game off of Game Pass, don't you keep the game?
No,
I'm not sure because I haven't used the Game Pass code.
You haven't? Okay, I'm gonna find out.
My understanding is you don't. Like you can play it as long as you want for 30 days. They cycle out every 30 days, 100 games every 30 days.
So it's the same thing as PS Now.
You can still get your achievements and stuff from downloading and playing the games, but from what I understand, the game's gone after 30 days.
All right, so it's the same thing as PS Now.
You can download and play.
Right. Well, I won't be getting that either. It's free for now, and I'll use it, but
yeah.
But I mean, we'll see. We will see. I mean, if you want to think about it, Nintendo isn't even doing backwards compatibility, and that's rare. So, yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, Sony need to get it together because
we'll figure it out. I mean, companies are companies. I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah, they have to make money, so.
They ain't making money off of
it. Well, other people are playing.
I need to make money too, but you don't see me running around here doing all this shit.
we bought remakes, so they're not gonna make it backwards compatible if they can make money easily.
Yeah, they can make money. That's exactly what it is. They're rehashing all the old games and nostalgias and whatnot, as opposed to just letting us play the damn game. They're just gonna remake them. We're gonna keep buying them because that's just the way it is. Like I said, you remake me a Jack and Daxter, I forgive you, Naughty Dog. Until then, I want my Jack and Daxter. I don't give a shit. Let me even.
I want the Crash Bandicoot treatment on Jack and Daxter.
They already gave. I'm just saying they already gave me my Shadow of the Colossus clearly out of thin air. Like I didn't even know that was. I asked for that a long time ago, but I didn't think that was coming.
They heard you, Kuuppon.
And then they were just like, we have to give Diva what she wants because she's been up there. Like I've been kind of one of my old nostalgia stuff. So they gave me my freaking and like I said, I'm gonna buy it. I'm part of the problem. I don't give a shit. Whatever. As long as there ain't no microtransactions or loot boxes in there, I'm good. But yeah, so they gave me that. So can I get Naughty Dog? Can you, after you're done with freaking Last of Us 2 and you ain't got shit else on your fucking plate, because apparently Uncharted ain't a thing. You need to bring back Jack and Daxter. I'm just saying, you ain't got nothing else unless you, not that I know of, some secret mission shit. Jack and Daxter, let's make it happen. We got fucking what's his name, Ratchet and Clank. We can get a Jack and Daxter. Damn it, fuck this Knack shit. Who asked for Knack?
Knack is good. Shoot.
I don't give a fuck.
Come on, dog. You don't love your knick-knack. You don't love your knick-knack, paddywhack.
Paddywhack.
Paddywhack. No, I like to ask for none of that.
She ain't no Knack.
And how is your sequel better than the first one? That's what I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, get the hell out.
Wow.
The first one sucked, but they somehow managed to have a sequel. What?
Damn.
That's a little backwards, don't you think? But
the reason why I got a sequel is because like back then,
I blame you,
games to sell. What?
I mean, like, come on now, like, with it. They'd be like, it's so this many, and I'm like, well, what? It's the only game. game you have, of course, it's gonna sell this many.
Honestly, I thought Knack was decent. The only thing I hated about Knack, though, the only thing I really hated about it was that, I mean, for a launch game, it wasn't terrible.
It was overhyped. It definitely
could have been better, and it was overhyped.
It was overhyped, but it was a good game. I played
it was a decent game, but it had a lot of issues. Like, I remember when I first got my PS4, the game kept crashing. It was terrible.
I got a surprise for y'all. So, like I said, it came up on a little bit of Kishash, and I'm gonna be downloading me some Cuphead, and I'm gonna be streaming it this weekend. So if you want to see me rage quit my stream, not the game, but the fucking stream, get ready. It's coming this weekend. Hopefully nothing stupid happens, and I have to postpone it. But hopefully it'll be either Saturday or Sunday, one of those 2 days.
Okay,
so I'm gonna rage quit my stream. I already know this, so that's just gonna be. I'll be like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm just gonna turn the stream off. I'm not even gonna say my outro. None of that shit. It's just gonna be gone. It's just gonna be off. I've done it once before. People laugh. They're like, "Did she rage quit the stream?" Yes.
Damn. You need to name it that. Rage quit. Diva rage quit stream.
Like possible. Like stream rage quit incoming.
There you go.
Get ready, Cuphead. Yep. But yeah. So I'm gonna if I could get some Cuphead, because I've been wanting to play that.
That's
what's up. To play that.
Girl, I don't see how the way you be playing them damn rhythm games, you be rolling on them rhythm games. You should be able to do these Cuphead game with no problem.
You would think, but it's fine. It's whatever. I don't mind.
Yeah, you'll have fun with it though.
I'm not gonna get past the tutorial for about an hour, and then
you're right.
You ain't that. No, you
ain't that bad.
Yep, I'm that bad. We ain't gonna get past the tutorial for an hour. Get ready.
Nah, that means that you beat the guy's record, the worst one.
That's fine. I don't mind. But I'm a gamer. I ain't no fucking journalist who should know how to play at least basics of games and still be able to. Like, there's a difference. I'm allowed to suck at games because I play them. Yep. Even if there's a lot of people that suck at video games, but they love them so much they don't give a damn. They gonna play it.
They just play anyway.
They don't care. That's what's up. All right. Should we get to the game awards?
I was gonna ask what y'all been playing.
Oh, me? Nothing yet. just the usual 2 games when you struggle, or the usual 3 games when you're struggling, the rhythm games, the Overwatch, and Paragon. Those are my those are 4, and Stardew Valley. Those are my 4 struggle games, because when I can't buy nothing, it ain't
just for the struggle, honey.
You got to go back to the struggle games.
Let's get into that struggle. Yes.
The Switch been blowing up with content.
Oh yeah, and my Switch is.
I'm glad.
I just downloaded a bunch of. I got Sonic Mania, so I'm gonna be playing that. So that'll be getting streamed sometime next week. I picked up Rocket League, so I could go ahead and hit that up. And that's crossplay, except for Sony. Okay. Except for Sony. So anybody who has it on any other
ass.
Or whatever, it's my butt. But they want to be the little stingy ones. That's fine. But so if anybody has that, hit me up and I'll play some Rocket League. I'll probably suck at it too, but that's fine. I'll hit up Uno because I heard you guys go and get some Uno going. So I'm gonna go ahead and smack up on some Uno. I have it on PlayStation as well. But I'll go ahead and get it on. I don't know.
You don't play Monopoly?
I love Monopoly.
I like Monopoly, but nah, thanks. I'm gonna say
not like that, huh?
Not like that. Not on that level. So I'll play some.
The games that they're releasing on the Switch are the quote unquote definitive version. So it already has all the
DLC and stuff. Thank God for that.
I like that. So I don't mind. Because like I said, like I mentioned on my Twitter, I got Uno on everything. Uno is
so what happened to the Monopoly thing? Did they finish it? Did you get past the front screen for Monopoly? Because you've been stuck on
my God. Finally. Like, okay, literally the first time I booted on Monopoly, it took 15 to 20 minutes to get from the loading screen to the main screen. Then it took another 10 to 15 minutes to get from the main screen to the screen where you can pick whether you want to play single player, multiplayer.
And it did it every time, or that was just that one time?
No, honey, every time. Then from there, once I was actually able to get into a match where you get to the main screen where you can pick, where you got to throw the dice to see who the order in which people are going are playing, it would just sit there.
Well, did you have a download or was it a cartridge?
Until everybody dropped out. And the only way you could drop out is if you turn the game off.
And
exit the game,
all the way off. Yeah, this. Did you? Is it a cartridge or did you get downloaded?
Cartridge.
Did you go to the store and get a change?
No.
They could change it.
Because what I did is when I logged in one day, got past fucking 15-minute loading screen.
Oh my
there
God.
was a little bit written, written thing at the top. We are aware of the loading times and blah 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 blah. Download the patch, and once you download the patch, if you're still having this issue, restart your system. So I had already downloaded the patch by this time, and then I saw this message. So I restarted the system. Then after that, I haven't had any more issues.
Okay, good.
So Monopoly is working fine now.
Okay.
But I need to do a quick shout out. Shout out to like freaking Sean Long, because he had like a nice little rant not too long ago talking about how we should be accepting these games where they got these first day freaking these day one patches for shit that pretty much are broken portions of the game that they fixing and stuff. He's like, what the hell is this? Because I guess Rhyme, it came out recently. And
I heard Rhyme was horrible.
It was just a horrible hot mess, but it was horrible on all systems. But for the fact of the matter is the day one patch had something to do with puzzles not working and something to trigger a puzzle, something about sound effects or voice effects or, something about the character not moving, just all sorts of stupid shit that would break the game because obviously you need the character move. Obviously, you need to freaking solve a puzzle. Obviously, you need to trigger the fucking puzzle. Like, what the hell?
Wow.
Like, and you knew about this, and this is like stuff that you knew that you needed to be testing because you're bringing it to the system, and you didn't test it. Like, get the fuck out of here with your buggy shit. Like, and it sucks because apparently the game is really beautiful, really nice. It's a nice little idea, a little indie game, but it's just the devs just kind of dropped the ball on that one. Like, don't do that, you guys.
Wow.
Devs out there, if you happen to be hearing this, please fix your games before you drop them. If it's minor little shit that you miss, we understand that, but as much as stuff that was missing from the game, no, that's unacceptable.
Sound like the Battlefront 2.
Might as well have been.
Which I ain't buying that damn shit game either.
Oh, I got so much on that one, but
I was gonna buy it. Then I played the beta. And then I canceled my pre-order.
The beta was good, but all that other stuff behind it.
Yeah. For me, I kept lagging out of the damn game.
Oh yeah, it's a buggy mess.
It would be a glitchy fucking mess where I'm in a fire match with somebody. All of a sudden, I hear shit going on in the background, but I'm frozen. Next thing you know, I'm dead. Okay, fine.
Heads up.
Or I would get black screens, and it's like then I can't get back in the match, and it's like okay.
If you don't believe her, somebody showed some information. Jim Sterling, y'all know who he is. Go to his channel. He actually uploaded all the buggy bullshit wrong with that damn game, online and single player, all of it. It's funny. Wow. He was floating in the air, stuck in walls. The freaking fighters, the little airplanes or whatever, are just jankily and shaking and shit, and he can't even fucking aim. One of them, he's trying to use a weapon, and the weapon won't blow up the ships until he uses a particular type of attack or something. It's just it's a hot mess. Yes, but I have more information and tea on that for the NT.
It's
the NT trumpet.
What they say, it's a hot shitty mess.
A hot mess, but
wow.
A hot mess.
Did y'all want to do the Game Awards now? Okay, I got the page open right here to kind of like go over everything.
Go for it.
Want to start? Let's start with the low key stuff because the hot topic is the Game of the Year one. So I'm gonna start from the bottom, work our way up to the top. Just kind of look at. Hey, we don't care about best Chinese games. That's irrelevant. Best debut indie game presented by whoever Chic Hydro, whatever. So I guess these are best debut indie games. So they have Slime Rancher, Mr. Shifty, Hollow Knight, Golf Story, and Cuphead. And I voted for Cuphead. What did you guys vote for?
Cuphead.
Cuphead gonna win anyway.
Yeah. Cuphead.
I think that one I went for Golf Story.
Golf Story. Okay, that's fine. I put quite a few. I think I put a few in Cuphead. I'm pretty sure nobody cares about esports, but for me, I voted Lunatic High. But they got Team Liquid, SK Telecom. Well, who the fuck team is that? Lunatic High, FaZe Clan, and Cloud9. I know all of them except for that SK one. Huh?
The only one I knew was Cloud9.
Cloud9. Yeah, you knew Cloud9 because of the C9 meme going around. For the best esport player, I voted for Ryuji Hong or whatever his fucking name, but you got Kuro, Ryuji Hong, Nico, Cold Zera, and Faker.
I don't know none of them folk.
Yeah, I only voted for Ryuji Hong because I know him from Overwatch. So yeah.
Same.
Best esports games. We got Rocket League, League of Legends, Dota 2, Counter Strike, Global Offense, and Overwatch. And I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did Rocket League for that one. And you guys know I'm a big Overwatch fan, and you surprised I didn't vote for that one. Trending gamers. I only knew one, which was the Dr. Disrespect, but they got Able Gamers, half coordinated, and What's Good Games or some shit. That
I'm like, who these people? I'm like, where's Markiplier?
I know. Best student game, don't know what that is. Moving on. Best independent game, we have Prior, Night in the Woods, Cuphead, What Remains of Edith, Finch, and Hellblade Sits. I wanted to vote for that one, but I did Cuphead instead. But Hellblade was real good too. Hellblade was real good. Most anticipated game: The Last of Us 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, Monster Hunter World, Marvel's Spider-Man, and God of War. I did Monster Hunter. Never played Last of Us. Don't really care about Red Dead. We'll see what Spider-Man does. And God of War, don't care because that's mostly,
I think Red Dead probably gonna get that most anticipated.
I don't know. I just feel like God of War is Last of Us War. Last of War or some crap. Like, toting around a little kid. Best multiplayer.
Let me stop.
Not in there. Stop.
I know.
Fortnite. Hold on. Fortnite, Call of Duty, World of War 2, Splatoon, Mario Kart 8, Destiny 2, and PlayerUnknown's Battleground. I did.
Oh, PUBG's gonna win that.
I did Mario Kart. So
9 times out of 10, PUBG's probably gonna win that.
Probably.
I've heard too many people talk about that.
Well, yeah. Huh?
What are the choices again?
It was Fortnite, Call of Duty, World War 2, Splatoon, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Destiny, and PUBG.
I said Splatoon.
Okay. No, I'm just asking, what did you vote for you guys on the panel?
I voted for the best multiplayer. Yeah.
I voted for Splatoon too, but I feel like PUBG's gonna win it.
We'll see, but more than likely, like anything PUBG, I just feel like
it'll probably take it.
Yeah, but anyway, best sports racing game, we have Project Cars. Hold on. Project Cars, Pro Evolution Soccer, NBA 2K18, GT Sport, Forza Motorsport 7, FIFA 18. I didn't vote for none of these. I don't care about none of these games.
I said 2K.
I voted for Forza just because of Miss K.
Right? Forza better win. It's a phenomenal game.
All right, so best strategy game. XCOM 2, Tooth and Tail, what the hell? Total War, Warhammer 2, Halo Wars 2, and Mario Rabbids. I did Mario Rabbids, obviously. I don't know.
I just voted for Total War because it looked pretty.
I didn't know any of the other games, so I just went for Mario. Fuck it, whatever. Best family games: Splatoon 2, Sonic Mania, Mario and Rabbids, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and Super Mario Odyssey. I think I did Mario Odyssey on that one.
I think I did Splatoon 2 for that one.
Maybe. I don't remember what I
Either Odyssey or Sonic Mania. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I just know
I don't care as long as one of the Nintendo games win. I don't care.
So best fighter, we have Tekken 7, Nidhogg 2, Marvel vs. Capcom. Why is that even there? Injustice 2 and ARMS. I did Injustice.
ARMS.
I just voted for ARMS.
No, Tekken 7 had a good
fangirls.
Tekken 7 had a good story. I beat that one. So,
you did? Yeah, I did Injustice. I liked how they're.
I didn't play any of them.
I gotta play Injustice.
I didn't play any of them either. What
Injustice 2 is on. I think it's on PC now. I gotta get that.
Shit, it doesn't say you can only vote if you play. Show your credentials.
Like, I don't know. Look, no, I'm just saying. Look, I didn't play. Yeah, so I just went with
Neither did I. I still voted for what the hell I like. Shit, I don't give a damn. It's a popularity contest anyway. What's
true?
I mean, it's not like they want you to show any credentials. But anyway, best role-playing game. We got South Park, The Fractured But Whole, Final Fantasy, Divinity, Origin of Sin, Nier Automata, Persona 5. I think I did Persona. Yep, Persona 5 is what I did.
I think I also did Persona on that one.
I don't even fucking remember.
Best action adventure game, we got Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, Assassin's Creed Origins, The Legend of Zelda, Mario, and Horizon. I did Mario. Fuck a Horizon.
I did Mario.
No, actually, I did Legend of Zelda. Fuck Mario.
Wait, was it? Did I do Mario? Or did I also do Legend?
No, I did Zelda. I remember now because I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no, I know. I did Zelda too. I forgot.
Wait, did I do Zelda? I think
that's a hard
It
one.
was
Yeah,
hard.
best action adventure game.
The
Hell,
only
all those
reason-
joints good. Shoot.
The only reason I did Zelda is because I haven't played Mario or Zero Dawn yet, and I don't care about the other two. So I was kind of stuck with that. I didn't want to be like, okay, Mario Odyssey, but you know, I'm pretty sure Mario Odyssey is. I plan on getting it this weekend, hopefully.
Cool.
Best action game: Prey, Neo. Why is that there? Prey. I mean, Destiny 2, Cuphead, and Wolfenstein 2. Cuphead for me.
I think I went with Neo on this one.
That's cool. That's cool. Prey. I don't know why that's there. That didn't even score all that great, but whatever. Somebody liked it. Best VR AR game. I don't think anybody cares. So
No.
I'm gonna move on. Best handheld game: Poochie and Yoshi Woolly World, Monster Hunter Stories, Metroid: Samus Returns, Ever Oasis, and Fire Emblem Echoes. And I went with Metroid.
I think I went with Forever Oasis.
Dude, I need you to be voting for Metroid so you can keep that alive. Damn it!
I mean, I'm not really a big fan
I don't
of
care.
Metroid.
I'm not either. I still voted for it. It's a popularity contest. Stop trying to play by the rules.
I mean, is it bad that I'm one of those people? Look, I'm one of those people where it's like, no offense, I'm okay with Metroid just dying out, but that's just me personally.
Yeah.
All your hatred too. He is about to get a headhunting. But anyway, best mobile game. Does anybody care?
Super Mario Run.
Well, actually, I did Fire Emblem Heroes.
Same.
Yeah, Fire Emblem Heroes.
The rest of them nobody cares about. So moving on. Best ongoing game was Warframe, Rainbow Six, Overwatch, Grand Theft Auto, Destiny 2, and PlayerUnknown. I did Overwatch.
I did Overwatch.
Yeah.
Games for Impact. We have Please Knock on My Door, Night in the Woods, Life is Strange, Before the Storm, Bury Me, My Love, What Remains of Edith Finch, and Hellblade. I did Hellblade.
I said what? Life's Strange.
I did Life is Strange.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Do you care about best performance by a character?
Sure.
Okay. Best performance, Melina for Hellblade, Laura Bailey, Uncharted Lost Legacy. She plays Nadine. Claudia Black, she plays Uncharted Lost Legacy. She plays Chloe. Brian Bloom, Wolfenstein 2, he plays BJ. And Ashley Birch, Zero Dawn, she plays Aloy. And I voted for Hellblade.
I think I voted for Ashley. What's her last name?
Birch? Okay.
Yeah, Ashley Birch.
Yeah, I did. I voted for the Hellblade.
Aloy was a gangster. Yep.
All right, so best audio design. Destiny 2, Hellblade, Setsuna Sacrifice, Resident Evil 7, The Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Odyssey, and I think I went with Super Mario Odyssey.
Best audio, yeah, I think I went with Super Mario Odyssey because I like the music in that.
And then we have best. Wait, no, I think I did Legend of Zelda for that one, audio design. But this one I think I did for like best score and music. Destiny 2, Cuphead, Nier Automata, Legend of Zelda, Super Mario, and Persona. Oh, actually, I did Persona for this one because oh my god, the music.
No, I think I also did Super Mario Odyssey. See for this one as well.
All right. Anybody else?
I don't know what I voted for. I don't remember.
Can't remember. That's art direction. Destiny 2, Cuphead, Legend of Zelda, Persona 5, Horizon. I think I did Cuphead or I might have did Persona. I can't remember.
Cuphead.
I don't remember this one because I'm like, was it because I remember this one being a hard one?
Yeah.
I wasn't really a fan of the.
I'm pretty sure I went Persona because I love the art style, the stylisticness of it, and I mean I haven't played Cuphead yet. Now I'm following the rules.
No, I remember. I decided I wanted to be different, so I went with Destiny 2 just to be different.
I'm different.
Different.
Dre we went with them because the Destiny characters can dance.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Best narrative: What Remains of Edith Finch, Nier Automata, Hellblade, Wolfenstein, Horizon Zero Dawn. I went with Hellblade.
Yeah, wheelchair for Wolfenstein. I don't know.
I think I think we went with
wheelchair for the
Horizon
win.
Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. Oh.
Done.
Wheelchair Wolfenstein for the win.
And then best game direction: Wolfenstein, Resident Evil, Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Odyssey, Horizon Zero Dawn. I think I did Super Mario on that one.
Okay.
or either Super Mario or Zelda.
Yeah, I
1 and
think
2.
I think I did Legend of Zelda.
No. I did Mario for that one. Yeah, I definitely did Mario for that one because this one, Game of the Year, we got Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Odyssey, PUBG, Persona 5, Horizon Zero Dawn, and I did Legend of Zelda. Fuck PUBG. Why is it here?
I don't know, but I'm just as confused as you.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this for just to play devil's advocate. I am sure the game is fun. It is obviously popular because a lot of people are playing it, but it's in beta or early access. It is literally the thing that irritates me is that it is not finished. It is not considered finished. And so because it's not considered finished, it should have waited until next year to be nominated for Game of the Year. I have no problem with it being in Game of the Year, but not right now. You have 4 other contenders here that are well worth their grain of salt for being up here.
Right.
And you got this game, ain't finished, only because it's popular that it made it here. That's it.
Wow.
It's still buggy. It still got glitches, all sorts of things going on. Even the freaking creator said he does not want to win Game of the Year. So, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. We're all going to sit up here and hope it doesn't get it, but it's going to get Game of the Year. It's going to steal it from everyone else. It's going to tell the freaking industry that we don't mind you giving us buggy, shitty, not finished games, beta games, because they can win Game of the Year. So that's what's going to tell the industry if this game wins. And this game award is a sham if it wins. Point blank, period. That's how I feel about it. Don't care what you say. It just is what it is. But
well, if it's not a finished game, it shouldn't win.
It shouldn't win. It just isn't finished. I'm not trying to knock the game. It's not finished. Is all I'm saying. And you got an unfinished game up here with Zelda, Mario, Persona 5, and Horizon Zero Dawn. Great games.
Great games.
Great games. Finished, by the way. And this game is not finished. And if it wins Game of the Year, it shows the industry, hey, gamers today don't mind if you give them buggy, unfinished games because they'll upvote it as Game of the Year.
Yep.
That's what's going to show the industry, and that's why I'm upset that it's here. I have nothing against the game. It's just what it represents as a whole. So I understand people. Oh, game should be fun, and of course it should win. Obviously, but Mario wasn't fun. Zelda wasn't fun. Persona wasn't fun. Zero Dawn wasn't fun.
Was it? I mean, mind you,
but
they
were finished.
I don't feel like it'll win because I mean, no offense, going up against Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, I'm like.
But this is a popularity contest, and it's going to prove it if it wins. It'll prove it's a popularity contest if this wins. But if it doesn't win,
if it actually does, if it wins, I'm just gonna be like.
Yeah, I'm just saying if it wins, it shows that the awards are a popularity contest type of thing, and it just shows what the gamers prefer overall, as opposed to a finished product that's also fun but finished. And
so you know what? That'll send a big message to Ubisoft. You know, their game be buggy anyway.
Yeah, so they'll be like, "Oh, cool." Then
our game pop out 12 more games.
Like, all I'm saying is,
let's not finish them.
I'm just saying, if you haven't voted already, people who are listening, be mindful of what you're voting for. You can still love the game and be objective. True. I love Overwatch, but I really don't think it should have came in here during that time. Maybe now, but not
then. Yeah.
I mean, it's a whole lot of stuff it has now that obviously would let me feel like it's Game of the Year, but it was popular back then, and that's why it got Game of the Year. And that was a bad look.
Well, what happened with Battlefront? It fell on its face.
I guess so.
Not Battlefront, but Battleborn. It is.
You mean Battleborn didn't have a chance.
Damn.
They didn't have a chance. They tripped out of the gate.
I'm trying to think, because didn't they come out around the same time as Overwatch?
They came out a couple of weeks before Overwatch. The hype for Overwatch was already so crazy because they had just closed they just finished their open beta. The hype was high for Overwatch, and then here comes fucking Battleborn, and then you have somebody on the dev team or something talking stupid shit, and that didn't go well with the Overwatch crowd, and they essentially, then Overwatch opened, and it's a Blizzard game. Why are you trying to go toe to toe with a Blizzard of all fucking companies? Like, shut up, go be humble in the corner, and stop it. But so that's just my thoughts on PUBG. I have nothing against the game personally. It's just I don't want the industry thinking that we as gamers want unfinished, fairly buggy games as Game of the Year, as opposed to, games that are actually finished and have great stories and are wonderfully made, beautiful music, all that. Like, all 4 of these games have all that. And then some. They're
Yep.
great fucking. These are great games for Game of the Year this year. And then you have
Right.
PUBG.
Right.
That's just an eyesore. It's just like what? You mean to tell, so it's just like PUBG wins. You mean tell me we can't? That just shows the industry they have to put microtransactions in there, and we can't even make great, wonderful games for you because you rather have this buggy mess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, was it? But I will say this much though, with the exception of PUBG, I'm actually perfectly fine with any of the other four.
Oh yeah,
That's the
I
first.
don't
I
care.
think this is the
At
first
this point,
time in a long time
yeah,
where
in a
like
long
I'm
time,
honestly like it's like if Persona wins, I'm fine with
I'm
that.
fine with that. If
If Zero
Zero Dawn
Dawn
wins,
wins, I'm
I'm
fine.
fine
If
with that.
Odyssey wins,
Zelda,
I'm
Odyssey,
fine.
I am
If
okay with
Zelda wins, I'm fine. Mind
any
you,
four of those, any one of these four. If they win, I'll be like, hell yeah, wonderful, you deserve it because
now,
they do.
mind you, I am kind of like just a
Again,
tad bit crossing my fingers just a little bit more for Nintendo, but that's
that's
just
fine.
because I
Well,
want to see
I'm
it.
a Nintendo
Like
fangirl. I want
I
Zelda to
want Nintendo.
win.
Look, no, I want Nintendo to win because so
Like,
many people talk so much shit
right.
about, and it's like if you
About
look at
Nintendo.
like if you look at this year,
They
look
talk a
how
lot.
much
Well,
they
my thing
literally
is
are
they've
on
been hassling Nintendo all last gen.
here.
Finally, Nintendo gets their legs up, and they're still you still got your little F boys out there trying to calm down on the cursing, but you got your F boys out there, and then they're just talking all this mess. They didn't sat up here and bought the Switch, but then they're shitting on it. It's like, so why'd you buy the damn thing if you don't like it? Obviously, you like it. You just want to find something that you don't like about it. But I'm telling you right now, we just need Nintendo to win one Game of the Year. I don't care if Mario, I don't care if Zelda wins. It does not matter at this point. Want Zelda to win, but does not matter.
Right,
I
like
want them to
honestly,
win
they're
so
both
people can shut
phenomenal
the
games.
hell up. And even if they scream about, oh, well, it only won for nostalgia. Well, maybe you guys didn't have enough of your little fanboys to vote for what you
I don't feel like they were
want.
playing off of nostalgia though.
No. Listen to what I said. I said they're going to say that it was voted for nostalgia, but I'm saying y'all fanboys ain't out there in droves voting up the game that you wanted. So so that's all I'm saying. Like, even if it is nostalgia, there's enough of us out here to vote for what we want. Vote for what you want. So if you don't want PUBG to win, come over here and get your little Zero Dawn, your little Personas and Zeldas and Odysseys and Marios, whatever. You gotta vote, but it's up to you. But I'm just saying.
Well, I posted the link on the Twitter, so y'all
On the
can
Twitter.
if you
So
have.
Cool.
let me go check on this child real quick.
She's mighty quiet. You in there playing PUBG?
Like, I mean, like I said in previous videos, I'm really excited for the Switch and what it has to offer. I'm excited for like all these games that have come out. I mean, we've got LA Noire that was remastered for it.
Right.
That's out. And of course, there's over 300 and something developers that are actively right now developing games.
Developing for it, yep.
So that is good. So yeah, there's a lot of potential for the Switch, and I'm very hopeful that they really get out of the shadow of the Wii U.
Yeah, and I'm glad they moved far and away from that. They said this adventure is over. They laid that thing to rest, and they're close to laying the 3DS, 2DS, whatever the heck S to rest, because there's no more Pokemon on your little handheld over there because it's coming to the real handheld. And let's not kid ourselves. It's a freaking handheld you can connect to your TV. But anyway, hybrid, whatever you want to call it, but that's essentially what it is. So with the fact that they're removing Pokemon from the 3DS family and bringing it to the Switch family lets me know that going forward, this is going to be their their mode of making systems, as opposed to trying to do the actual home set-top box type of thing. They're going to make it more mobile. So, and I think it works for them because they're really good with the handheld market. They've always had a dominant foot in the handheld market. So it's only good to just have the handheld market on lock and just kind of siphon into the console market and indie market and stuff like that. So it works for them. And if they can work something out where you can actually play some Steam games on your freaking like via streaming or something, that would be awesome. I would like it if they could really work with the Rainway guys. Yeah, the Rainway. I really, really hope they work with them and actually make it a thing, but I doubt we'll see anything about that anytime soon. So it's whatever. Would be a nice thing. Would be nice, but we'll see. Anybody ready for some tea?
Yeah.
All right, so the tea. Everybody knows about the whole BS with EA and Battlefront 2 and the debauchery there. So essentially, there's a gentleman on Reddit who basically had a long list of like information about how long it would take you to unlock a character such as Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, and question mark, why aren't they already available to you, or at least you can unlock it after doing the campaign or something, whatever. So oh, there's an echo in the background, but so what where was I gonna? So somebody posted on Reddit, after seeing all that, and they're like, so I gotta pay $80 to have Darth Vader locked. And one of the EA devs or somebody, PR guy, I don't know, someone comes in and he basically says we wanted, the intent behind that was to give you a sense of pride and accomplishment. Needless to say, it was the highest voted down, comment in Reddit history. And that was just patronizing, people. That's patronizing. Point blank period. That's patronizing. You wanted us to feel a sense of pride and accomplishment to unlock a character that would take you upwards of 40 hours to unlock. That is a full work week. Are you shitting me? I gotta work for I gotta actually go to work. I gotta clock in to get Darth Vader, bitch. Like, I don't have time for that. So one thing leads to another. Everybody's irate. Reddit's on fire. People are pissed, and and the internet's a flutter. So I have right here. So they decided to have an AMA to kind of quell the masses, as opposed to what's going on. And I have some of the AMA questions here. And I'm just going to tell you right now, the AMA didn't go as planned, obviously. It's basically an AMA is Ask Me Anything, and it's when, like a company or something, they'll just, go into a forum or have a, back and forth or something. And they'll, the people can ask questions, consumers will ask questions and they'll answer them. And obviously they're going to answer them in the PR way, the double speak and all that stuff, and kind of vague answers and stuff. And that's essentially what happened. But I have a couple of things here that we can kind of look at, and y'all could just kind of give me your feedback as to how you feel about what their answers were to these questions. So the first question that was asked this is by one person. He asked 3 different specific questions. So I'm gonna ask the question and then I'm gonna go with the answer. Wait, is this the Wait, what? Hold on. Let me make sure I got this stuff. Okay, so this is his thing, right? Make sure I got the. Okay, so this is the question. So loot boxes should be removed. These ruin the feeling of accomplishment, are a form of gambling, and are obviously an incentive for players to buy credits using microtransactions. Currently, Battlefield feels like a free mobile game, not a $60, $80 AAA title. There should be absolutely no microtransactions that affect progression. While we recognize that you need to make money to continue creating free DLC, it should not come at the expense of fair gameplay. A compromise can be limiting loot boxes to cosmetic items only, so you can still make money. So I guess it wasn't a question; he was just kind of throwing that out there. But I think his response to tackle. Oh, so he didn't respond to number. He didn't even respond to this one. So the fucking dickbag didn't even respond to that one. So here's the other question. Players should receive enough credits to purchase star cards after every hour of playtime. That's about 2 to 3 rounds of Galactic Assault. Either decrease the cost of loot boxes or star cards if you remove loot boxes, or increase the credit reward at the end of matches. Additionally, crafting cards need to be easier to acquire and more plentiful, so that we can choose which star cards that we want to upgrade, rather than having to submit to loot crate RNG. We want to feel like we're making progress in the game, and it currently takes way too long to unlock star cards and upgrades. He didn't answer that one either. So the third one he didn't answer. So here's the third question. The credit reward at the end of matches should be proportional to the player's score. The better the player does in the game, the greater the credit reward should be. The current system encourages players to draw out every match for as long as possible and rewards AFK players. Note, we want the credit reward to be a significant percentage of score, similarly to Battlefront 2015, rewarding the top players of the leaderboard with a small bonus amount is not a solution to the problem. And so he tackles this one actually. And he says, right now, credits you earn in match do take into account your performance. It also takes into account the time you've spent in match. Currently, it's skewed more towards your time spent in game, and we have some work to do to make it more clear that your performance does impact your credit earned. This change was done prior to launch, something that happened just before I was interviewed by Angry Joe. And this that motherfucker Angry Joe interview. Okay, this dummy. And I missed the update since I was traveling. Sorry for the confusion. Nobody cares about you traveling. Regardless, this is something that we're looking to continue to improve on both in presentation and via more ways to reward you for different styles of play. Did anybody hear anything of significance to what they were going to do to fix anything in this game with that
No.
comment?
Mm-mm.
Nobody? Nothing?
No.
No? All right, so he says something else here. He says the new system in Battlefront 2 has more depth and complexity than Battlefront 1 and require updates to how we think all of this. We've made a lot of changes and credit rewards are part of that. We're working on updates to the end of round reward system, and that will affect how a player's match performance yields credits. Right now, it's not weighed enough to reward performance. Still doesn't sound like you're addressing the issue. Essentially, and then there's some dude who like basically puts in all caps, just take the fucking things out of the game. Essentially, the thing is we just want you to address the fact that you're putting loot crates in this freaking you're putting loot crates in this game, and it's part of the system, integrally part of the system. It's part of you leveling up. It's part of you getting star cards, getting crystals, getting whatever the heck you need to get. It's in that box. Okay.
Okay, I need to ask like a quick question though.
Go ahead.
So, okay, I'm still a little bit like confused as far as this situation. So, like, what exactly is like the issue as to like why people are upset?
Okay. Bottom line. Let's just put it like this. So the game, if you're a person with money, you can essentially wipe the floor with everybody in the game. No skill involved. If you don't have if you don't have money but you're a good player still, you're like a pro type player, wouldn't matter. The person with money is gonna fuck you up.
Okay, so let me basically get this straight. So basically, in the loot boxes, there are items that basically like
Make you more powerful.
that make you more powerful.
They like upgrade your character, upgrade your weapons, stuff like that. They give you more abilities, lower cooldown, stuff like that for various different things. And based on how much time you put into it, you can upgrade your character and all that good stuff. But the grind is astronomically like crazy. Like they made sure the grind is just under the threshold of you being pissed off, that you'll get tired of doing the grind and you'll pull out your credit card, swipe it, and go ahead and get you loot box or get you I think some crystals, and you use those crystals to purchase the loot boxes, I think, or some crap like that. Like the way they have it set up, it's hard for you to actually get a loot box, which is the stupid part. So they make it hard. You have to have 4,000 credits or something to get a loot box, and then it's hard to get credit because you need 4,000 credit, or 4,000 credit to get a loot box. To get the credit, you can play the game based on how long you play the game. Is going to how long you play the online portion of the game. Each match is going to get you a certain amount of credits. No matter how good you are in the game or how many kills you get, everyone gets the same amount of credits, period. So everyone gets the same amount of credits across the board. People who are like pro level, don't have extra cards or anything, pro level, killing everybody in the game, doesn't matter. You still going to get like 250 credits. I'm just making an estimate. Then they have a mode, it's an arcade mode, a single player mode. You can play in the arcade for about 5 different rounds, and then you're locked out of the arcade for getting credits. So you go and play your 5 matches in the arcade. This is single player, and after 5 matches, they're gonna put on screen and let you know, hey, guess what? You can still keep playing, but you won't get no credits. So you could keep playing the mode, but they're not going to give you any credits because they want to push you into the online. So you'll go and play online, get frustrated with getting your ass handed to you, and pull out your credit card so you can hand somebody else's ass to them. And so essentially the thing is that these not so much the devs. I mean, they're under EA. They're owned by EA, so kind of sort of the devs. But these were the devs talking in this one. But essentially, they just don't care. They're not gonna remove the system they have it set up where it's essentially it doesn't matter how good you are at the game. It just matters how much you want to spend to to be better in the game. It's not about how good. It's how much you want to be better in spending money. So there's another question here. I'll just read this one real quick. Who is doing research on the development of Star Wars IP? Star Wars IPs from the late 90s into the early 200s or 2000s are some of the most beloved video games in recent memory, and many are still being played today by strong communities of gamers. Does EA just not realize if they gave in to what consumers wanted by removing loot boxes and gross microtransactions, they'd be setting themselves up for long-term profits and possibly a positive relationship with their base, which could flood into other genres, markets, or whatever. So the Dice guy, he says, our partnership with Lucasfilms gives us access to a huge amount of the Star Wars information, but beyond that, we're always looking back at the heritage of Star Wars games. From watch those wrist rockets from the old Battlefront to the inclusion of the heavy repeater from Jedi Knight that Eden picks up. We treat the previous games as a part of this same legacy. Bringing more of their universe to life with Battlefront gameplay is one of the things we're most excited about in operating a live game. Regarding microtransactions, we want players to ensure their progression through the game and want gameplay to be fair along the way. Microtransactions are there for player choice, but won't be a requirement to play or succeed at the game. And like everything else, we'll continue tweaking. So basically, their constant thing is we'll keep tweaking, we'll keep tweaking, we'll keep changing, we'll keep looking, but they're not going to do anything. It's not about the players, about what EA wants. EA wants extra money outside of your $60-$80 entrance fee. They want you to play the game for a little while. You'll do well for the first half of the game, and then you'll start realizing the grind is hard. You'll start realizing you're getting attacked a lot. And in the game, when you do die, it has a little screen that pops up to show you what weapon the other person has and what cards they have. And that way you could go ahead and get those cards. You'll be like, oh, these are the cards I want to get. So maybe you're trying to grind for them, but it's taking you too long. So you pull out your card, you purchase them, and you try to get, you purchase, crystals to get a loot box or whatever. Like I said, you're purchasing crystals doesn't guarantee you a loot box. It just gives you the means of getting the credit to purchase the loot box. So you're constantly being kept away from what you want. You can't buy the loot box. You can't get the freaking item. You can't get the fucking character. Because you got to grind to get the loot, to get the credit, to get the loot box, to get the character, or to get the whatever the heck you want, because it's randomized. So it's like it's just a grind fest, and it's very unfun for a lot of people. Some people don't give a shit. They're gonna play the single player and bounce. There's other people who don't care. They're just gonna play the game because they're gonna drop money anyway. So EA did respond to previous backlash and brought down the price of the main characters and stuff in the game 75%. They brought them down 75%, and everybody's all happy. There's certain people happy and excited, but then someone found out that they also brought down the single player campaigns rewards from their 20,000 credits that you would get to 5,000 credits. So that's also a 75% decrease, meaning you're back at square one. You still got the grind. You still can't get your characters. It doesn't matter. We dropped to 75%. However, you still have the grind. They didn't do anything.
That just sounds like a really scummy version of what Overwatch does.
It is.
Like Overwatch, in my opinion, handles the loot box system very
better,
well.
But they popularized it, and that's why I don't like why they popular, with the whole loot box opening videos and stuff, and the way everything that in Overwatch is cosmetic. You don't have to buy it. It won't matter. It won't matter what you buy in the loot boxes. It's not going to make you better at the game. It's purely your skill that makes you better at the game. But with Battlefront, it doesn't matter your skill. Like, I know Miss K is really good at shooters, but if she's constantly getting knocked down because somebody pulled out their wallet, that's going to be annoying to her. I'm pretty sure. You're going to get mad. Be like, excuse me, I know I could take this little dude out. Like, what is this? But on the screen, it's going to know exactly what this is. He has 3-star cards of legendary proportions, plus he's playing freaking Darth Vader that he unlocked day one somehow because he spent $15,000 on loot boxes and whatnot.
Dirty. Didn't you mention that, was it Call of Duty or somebody that's going to start doing something similar to that? Like, if somebody kill you with a certain weapon,
they're already doing it.
They'll show you what weapon it is and give you the option to purchase that same weapon.
Yes, it's already doing it now. They're doing it now. It's in right now in Call of Duty right now when you sit in the Normandy, Normandy Beach, when you have a supply drop, which is your loot box. Your supply drops falls from the sky and you open it up in a hub where there's other people who are also surrounded in the hub and they can see what you open up. And also they also have it where you get more like credits or something if you watch somebody else open their loot box. So it's an incentive for you to watch someone else open their crate in the game. So they're incentivizing you to watch someone else open their stuff. And obviously if it, some people are weak-willed and weak-minded and they're like, oh, dude, I wish I had that. So I'm going to go and purchase, whatever. And hopefully I can get that. And like I said, everything is randomized. You don't know what you're going to get. So you may not even get Darth Vader. You may not get enough credits to purchase him in a long time. You may not even get, those star cards that you wanted, legendary or otherwise. It's just a toss up in the air. It's all whatever. And they put in there some random stuff, like you can get duplicates, and you can also get like poses or something, some kind of emotes and poses or some dumb shit like that, on top of the stuff that you need to progress your, skill cap.
Wow.
So it's like, excuse me? Are you shitting me right now, son? So the real tea, let me go ahead and pour you guys some tea. Got your cups ready. So the real tea is that this has started such a firestorm that it's worldwide right now. There's people all over the world that are mad because they were waiting for Battlefront. They were so excited. They're big fans of Star Wars, and this is a big franchise. Like, you can't fuck this shit up. But EA somehow managed. And so it's gotten to the government of Belgium, who are doing an investigation on both Overwatch and Battlefield to see if it's considered gambling. And if it is, EA will have to pay a particular fee in order to have their game sold, or they will just be removed from the market altogether because they do not allow games that are could be potentially targeted toward children for gambling. And essentially it is. It's just a form of gambling, not with money, but it's a form of gambling in the psychological sense. It gets your child, your child will just be playing the game and then they see that they're getting beat up or, and they're constantly being bombarded with, oh, if you had this, you could totally kick their butt. And so they scream at their mother, let me get this. And, most of these parents aren't aware of what their kids are doing. So they buy them the little, online cards or whatever. They put the little code in and they purchase the game and it gets them conditioned to, to these rewards. And that's what we've been trying to tell a lot of these freaking ESRB and freaking company or whatever, not companies, but governments and stuff, that this stuff has the psychological, effects of gambling. Maybe not money wise, but it's still gambling in essence. And so it's gotten to the point that investigations are being made. And if it affects them on that side, it's going to kind of be a ripple effect and it's going to follow suit. And I guess governments all over are going to have to follow suit because if they figure it's gambling, and it's harmful to children, for children to potentially fall prey to this, then yeah, I mean, I get it. There's obviously there are adults playing video games, but there's still kids too. You can't just pretend like children aren't playing video games and that they won't be susceptible to some of this stuff. And adults are too, but I mean, they're adults and they should know not to buy the game. And, but it's mostly what I see is going to happen is that while most of us are probably not going to get the game, and most of us people who are like follow the media and follow information, and we read, eat shit, gaming and all that stuff. Us hardcore gamers, us veteran gamers and whatnot, we might not buy the game because we might be pissed off, but we're only a drop in the bucket. Star Wars is a big franchise. There's so many freaking fans out there, and then there's so many casual gamers that don't follow all this news, that don't care about none of this. They just want their video games and they just want their Star Wars, so they're gonna purchase it, give them their money, and all EA needs is just a small selection of people to continue on what they're doing. Nothing will
Wow.
change. Nothing will change at this point unless governments do get involved, and I'm glad that they are getting investigated. And this game comes out tomorrow. So if you're anybody listening to this podcast, you picked up this game and you were mad about this stuff, but you picked it up anyway. You are the problem, and I blame you. I'm sorry. I don't like to tell people not to get none, but this is one time in gaming history where we need to literally not get it. The game will still be available to you at some point in time. You can rent it at a Redbox or some shit, GameFly or something. Wait until it goes on sale for Black Friday, but you're still giving them your money. You're still condoning it, but like, just don't get this fucking thing. Like, they're being shitty as ever, and this is EA we're talking about. This is nothing new, but they're being more shittier than normal. And if they succeed in this, don't be surprised when every single game going forward, and I mean every fucking single game, not some, a lot. Like, maybe not indies, but a lot of the AAA titles going forward will constantly have RNG style loot box, Skinner box bullshit, where they're gonna hide every last thing behind loot boxes, and you will not be able to enjoy your game freely anymore.
Well, that's
Wow.
why I canceled my pre-order. I had the collector's edition pre-ordered. I said,
Yeah.
"Damn that, I'm not doing it."
Well, basically,
Wow.
I'm just saying, this is that milestone. This has got to be that one game. People are so mad that they're actually attacking Disney. They're so mad they were attacking Disney yesterday in droves. Like, are you serious? You letting this company take this game and do this and sell it to children with microtransactions and gambling? Oh my God, they attacked
I
Disney
mean,
so hard. It's funny. I
no,
laugh,
it's not
but
even funny. It's just it's something that honestly it does need to be done.
it does. They
Because it's
need to
just like
get.
that makes no sense.
It
And
shouldn't have been
that
like this.
basically the only way that you can pretty much enjoy your game is if
You have
basically
to. You got to use
you
money
invest money
or
into
grind super hard. And it's not even about the grind, because a true gamer don't mind grinding. You
Right.
don't mind grind, but they made the grind in a way that they know you're going to be frustrated to the point that you're going to pull out your credit card. That's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
Because
So
I
it's
don't have a
paid. It's
problem.
basically pay to
It's pay to
win.
win. It's pay to
Yep.
win. Point
Exactly.
blank. Period. You ain't getting shit unless you pull that card out.
That's something.
I mean, you expect that in these little free, phone apps
Yeah,
and stuff that you
that's what I'm saying.
download. But when it comes to a game that you actually pay money for, nah, I don't agree with that at all. If I'm giving you $50, $60 for a video game, I expect that to be a complete game. I don't expect to have to come out of pocket with no damn microtransactions in order to accomplish something in said game. That doesn't make sense. And I'm not doing it.
it's
Yeah.
these people that, to me, the casual gamer that really doesn't.
Yep, doesn't care.
And then you have these young kids and these youngsters that just start playing on the PS3.
Right.
They don't know how to play a game. They don't play games to enjoy it. They play it to gloat.
Yeah.
Because these gamers now,
It's
they're
about
not-
it's an ego contest.
yeah, they buy the game and say, you know what? Let me drop $50 so I can get the best gun, and I'm gonna plow through everybody, and I'm gonna talk shit online.
Right.
To every,
As opposed to actually playing and getting better with the mechanics of the game, the inner workings, enjoying it for what it is. And you can still gloat. Like, we've always been shit talkers. That's just a gamer in general. We talk shit. But back in the day, and earlier in the day, we all when we talk shit, it was always in good humor. It was always because we knew we were getting better with one another. You would be better, like Miss K would be better than me, and I would just strive to get better because I get tired of getting my ass handed to me by her. And then one day I come in and I'll wipe the floor with her. She'll be like, all right, cool, you got me. And I'll talk my little shit. And I'll have my little fun for that day. She'll come back and she'll whoop my ass again. And I got to do it all over again. That's just how gaming always was. But in this time, you got gamers who will shell out more money than necessary for the game to get that extra boost.
Because they don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the work.
They don't want to do the work. They'll go online and start shooting up people or whatever it is they do, and then they talk shit. And it's like, dude, you spent $100 on the game to get the extra pack or whatever the fuck. You ain't good. You a slob. Like, shut up. You ain't good. Or Or they'll get a game just to get a game, just to say I have the game and play it a couple of times, shell out a little extra money to, do whatever, and then they ignore the game and go on about their business. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like I need some of y'all. If you claim to be a gamer, I need some of y'all to do some history lesson in gaming and go play some old school games. Go do some retro gaming. See how good you are, really. And if you can't play retro gaming, if retro gaming kicks your ass, you're not good. You need to get good.
Yep,
and
that's
you
what
need
they
to
say.
stop
Get good.
You need to stop playing with all these microtransactions. It's not healthy for you. Trust. We already have, most of us gamers are poor shit. We ain't got all this kind of money just be throwing out there. Like most of us ain't got that kind of money. We scraping, scrummaging for whatever little nickels and dimes you can find in the couch to get a game.
Right.
And you out here trying
shit
to
on
be big
eBay.
and bad. Hey, do what you got to do. But
Do it.
it's just
It's
just a sad affair. It's a sad affair.
I'll put it to you. A lot of games that I want, and games that I have brought, um, is going that way. I mean, I love NBA 2K, but NBA 2K18, I mean, they really fucked that game up
Yeah, I
when it
heard.
comes to your my player career. It's like you really have to like grind extra. I mean, you was grinding, in last year at 16 and 15. This year you got to do like double and triple grinding because everything now is VC coins. Every It's nothing free. Every haircut.
And
I
got
heard
the
it's
base
they
expensive
said it
too.
cost $100 just to get a fucking haircut. That's what I heard. I'd be damned if I spent $100 to get a
It's more
haircut
than
on a
that, ain't
video
it?
game.
Yeah, I got a basic fade haircut, nothing stylish, no designs, no nappy head look, just a clean
He
cut.
said nappy head look.
And you know how much I had to pay to put that on my character?
$500.
2,000 VCs for
What?
a regular haircut. A regular, and then top it off. This year, they put the haircut on you so you see how the haircut looks. You have to actually look at a drawing and figure like, okay, I think that would look good on me, that cut. Let me pick it. And if you pick it, it could be like 1,500. Now it's on you, and you like, damn, I don't like it, but you already spent your 1,500. Now you're going to say, let me see what else they got. I wonder how this afro. Should I get the big afro or the medium afro? You know what I'm saying? Because it won't pop on your character to see how it looks, to see like if I want the big afro, the medium, or the small afro. You to just like, you know what? I'm gonna go with the medium. And if you get the medium, like, I don't like the way it looks on my character. I already spent the VC on it because it don't show you how to close, how to hit. A headband costs 2,000 VCs. I'm like,
for
the
real?
character sweat for real in the game. So how is a headband 2,000 VCs? I'm like, that's crazy. And I was talking to my nephew over the weekend. I was like, did you pick up 2K18? He was like, he said, I didn't. He said, I have not touched or bought NBA in 2 years. He said, the last NBA I think he played was NBA 15. It's 15. And he said he had to stop after that because he said it started to get where he spent $200 of his earned money off his credit card buying VCs to get his character up to play in the home. He said he paid $200. I'm like, you serious? He said as time went on playing that game, he spent $200 buying VC, going into the store, buying VC so he can get this, he can get that. He can upgrade his character to be at a level 90. And then to get him to a level, 96, he had to keep buying VC to do that. And that's why I told him, I said, dude, I just play and grind as much as I can. And when I'm tired of playing it, I'm tired of playing it. I don't need no extra nothing.
Dang.
Because it's messed up. And then I'm playing before World War II came out. I'm playing the remastered Call of Duty Warfare Remastered. Now I've been playing this game ever since what, last October it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And what it is, November going into December. You know, I grind so much for a whole year. I unlocked two of the guns that they have. Two
Wow.
of the guns that you just can't unlock by playing multiplayer. You have to grind or you have to pay to unlock that these guns. And there's a few guns in each category: sniper rifle, the assault rifle, the you know what I'm saying? And I grind for a whole year and only unlock two damn guns without spending my hard-earned cash money to buy these coins so I can just unlock it.
Wow.
And this is what they are doing to the video games. They
Mm-hmm.
you say, you know what? I don't want to grind no more because I want this, this, and this for my character for the multiplayer. So let me just go ahead and spend that $50.
Yep.
And let
Mm-hmm.
me see
It's
$50 and
just
you get this certain gun that you want. Guess what? It's other guns that still locked behind that may be better than that gun. So when you come across a person that has that better gun because you thought that gun you wanted was good, now
Mm-hmm.
you think about it. Damn, I really want to spend another so and so to get to unlock this gun
Right.
because you have to grind. It took a fucking year, and I only have two guns grinding. That's
Wow.
sad.
Yeah, that is.
it took a year for what?
It took me a full year to grind in the remastered version of Call of Duty because what they did was they added new guns in there, but
Oh,
you can't unlock them like you usually do when you level up.
oh, but you had to buy them.
You have to buy them or you have to play, and they give you a certain amount of I forgot what it was called. I just call them little
Some
grinds.
points or some kind of thing.
You have to get these points, and it's just like a loot crate. You open it up, and you get
See,
three.
you know, you want I got something for you. Okay, so you know that most of this comes from the fact that a lot of these gaming publishers and stuff were in the business of mobile gaming, because mobile gaming, contrary to popular belief, was about to overtake console gaming. It was getting really big. It was making a lot of money, and a lot of these companies were getting, you know, these publishers were getting involved with the mobile market. But what happened is they flooded the market with the practices that we're seeing right now in console gaming and PC gaming and stuff. They flooded the market with all these microtransactions, loot boxes, you know, pause arcades where you have timed, you know, times in arcade and then you have to wait another day and all these other little things. And plus the games are like pretty much, they look the same. It's like every game almost looked the same as the next game with no freaking thought involved. Just every Candy Crush known to man and stuff. And so they flooded the market and people stopped buying games. They stopped playing these free to play mobile games. They stopped getting involved with them. So they brought some of those practices over to where we're seeing now. And
Mm.
what's going to happen is, if this stuff continues how it is going, we're going to get over flooded with a lot of these stupid games that don't have any content, or the content's locked behind boxes and coins and cash that you have to pay out with your own money. And they're essentially just bringing the mobile market to our market and trying to see how far they can go, how much they can get away with
Mm.
And
before the market breaks.
that's why us gamers, we have
And that's why we have to speak up.
to we can stop them because if we don't have to buy their game, guess what? They don't get money.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get the money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with Shadow of Mordor, with Shadow of War, the second one. I wanted that game, but then I heard in order to get the real ending, um, you have to get like golden gold or orcs so you can fight in the war.
Mm.
That's
And
why I ain't get that game either.
and if you don't buy these with your money, then you have to grind. The guy actually, I looked at a review on YouTube. Just a regular guy, no IG and nobody like that. He
Mm-hmm.
said it would really take you about a week or so to actually grind to get those gold orcs that you need. And he said those gold orcs don't always be there. So it's like you have to buy them in order to beat this last boss. to get the ending. And I'm like, that's messed up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I did not buy the game. And if a lot of gamers would just say, you know what, even though I want that game, the last game that came out a year or two ago was fantastic. Guess what? I'm not buying this. We have to show them that this is what we don't want.
Mm-hmm.
But you have so many people, especially I understand on YouTube, on Twitch, and all that. They want to get the game so they can be the first to stream it. You know, they watchers want to see the game and all that. And I know it's going to be hard, but we have to take a stand somewhere because, like I said, like 3-4 years ago when we was in the 360 and PS3, I said with DLC, it's going to get worse next generation.
Yeah,
and it's still getting worse because now. Have y'all noticed everything now you have to pre-order to get something from the fucking
Yep.
Target? A fighting game come out. Well, if you pre-order at Target, you get Superman. If you pre-order at Walmart, you get Batgirl and her boomerang. If you go to GameStop and pre-order, you get this character. Like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Got all these different characters to unlock when I should just be able to play the game
And unlock them in the game.
If I decide to get the game from Walmart to get Robin, then Batman, Superman, and Batgirl with the boomerang should be able to unlock when I play that game. I should be able to unlock them by playing and beating the game.
Mm-hmm.
But just because I chose to get the Walmart version, now the other three characters are locked behind a paywall that I'll have to spend like $6-7 for each character.
True.
And that's stupid.
That's bullshit.
And that's what it's about pre-order. It's like pre-order is the thing now. I don't know why. I guess it lets the developer know that this game is going to sell or something, because they can see that, okay, GameStop got these many pre-orders. Best Buy got
talking about pre-orders.
So it's basically telling them, hey, this game is going to sell good because look how many pre-orders we got. That's all it is. Why are you telling me to pre-order a game? I get I get Ryu headband, but it's yellow now. I don't give a fuck about a yellow headband.
Pre-orders today, they back in the day, pre-orders was because they didn't know how much to make, so they would either make way too much for the they would make way too much as far as like, you know, retail stuff, and then sometimes they wouldn't have enough in the stores. So that's why we had pre-ordering, but today is no reason for it. Unless it's a Nintendo game, obviously, but like there's no reason for it. You're going to get your game irregardless, and plus you got like downloads now, so why are you pre-ordering shit at all? Is my question.
Because some stores have certain incentives if you pre-order. You get this free with
them incentives aren't shit though. Like he said, who wants a yellow headband? Some of these incentives ain't shit. Like you gotta we gotta be real with ourselves as gamers and look at the bigger picture. Are any of these in any of those incentives that you pre-ordered the game for? Are they still in your home today? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Did you throw them away at some point? Are you still staring at them? I don't think you are. I think you threw those incentives away because they trash, just like everything else. So just be real with yourself as a gamer and realize sometimes you don't need a pre-order. You just don't. Like, it's a popular game. You know it's gonna be in the store when it's there. Half of us don't even need to get the game day one, to be honest. You could wait a couple of months, hell, a couple of weeks, and it'll be on sale because it'll either be a trash game or it'll be a good game, and it'll be a minute before it goes on sale, but it'll go down. All these games depreciate in value all the time. I don't know why half of us are even so gung-ho that we got to play it day one, but I know why. It's because of YouTube and Twitch. You got to be the first one to have the new game.
Yeah, because you get the most views.
Get the most views and stuff. That's why I decided. That's why I just made my channel the way it is. I'm gonna play a game when I play a game, and you gonna see it when you see it. It is what it is. I don't have time to be trying to compete with all that.
Nope.
I'm gonna give you people that out there that's listening. I'm gonna give y'all a tip. And if it's a game that you want, right? You don't have to get it day one. I guarantee you, give it 3 weeks. Have it on sale for $39.99.
Exactly.
And here's one better. Here's one better. If you can be even more patient, play other games that are way more worth your time. The game that you wanted the most will have a Game of the Year edition. Oh, and you'll have everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Novel idea, huh?
Yep.
What is
I'm
up,
just
Chariot Man videos?
I'm just saying, but like I don't know. Did I tell you guys with all the debauchery going on with EA, they're getting investigated for gambling?
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
Good
I
on
need
them.
I need to add a little something in reference to those microtransactions and
Go
that
ahead.
pay to win crap. You know, a lot of kids play games like play these games and they have their little parents' credit cards and stuff like that. And some kids, you know, some people may not have that gambling mentality, but playing these games
At an early age
and
like that.
having that, you know, in the game to where you can pay to win. And you
Yeah.
know how some of these kids tend to act while they want to act grown and start cussing folk out.
Right.
That'll entice that gambling mentality in a
In a child.
more than likely a child at a young age.
Mhm.
And to those who have um, a gambling issue,
Addiction. Yep.
yeah, this poses a huge problem. So I can see why folk are really upset in reference to paying to win in these games. In
Mhm.
my opinion, it shouldn't be in console gaming anyway.
It
Again,
really
I
shouldn't.
could see it being in, you know, Android games or iOS games or app, you know, little
Hell, it shouldn't be in
tablet
any game,
games.
to be
I
honest.
can see why they have it in those games though, because you got to
Right.
make money some kind of way.
Right.
But with these console games, you've made your money by us purchasing the games. So having these additional nickel and diamond
Mm-hmm.
transactions, I feel is ludicrous. You shouldn't have
Like
that
I said,
in console games. That's just
like
being plain out greedy.
So they're gonna
what?
have gamers. They're gonna have gamers all in debt, sitting outside. They ain't paid their light bill.
Right. Talk
They
about so how's
bootleg.
that?
They bootlegging the
Like my
But not
thing is,
me.
my thing is,
Ain't
okay,
gonna
look,
have me in no kind of debt.
I'm gonna play devil's
Lies you
advocate.
told.
Hold on, let me play devil's advocate. So if you go sit up here and put, if you're gonna sit up here and give us okay, you give us a base $60 game, you give us all the content required in that game, and
Mhm.
later on down the road, you announce that you're gonna have some kind of like for the online, you're gonna have an extra online, but with a caveat. You say, hey, our online is gonna have a little bit of a pay to win thing, but it's mostly it's only all cosmetics. It's obviously, you know, player's choice is there if you want to use it and if you want to you know, for whatever reason. But you can still get that stuff without using it. Me personally, I probably wouldn't have a problem with that. As long as your stuff, your whatever microtransaction isn't intrusive into my gameplay of me playing the game without even having to pull out a wallet, having to look at that stuff. You're not bombarding me every 5 seconds. Why don't you open the loot box? Why don't you do this? Like if it's just literally silent on the other end of your freaking game and I enjoy your game, give me the option and the dignity to want to donate to you in the form of buying something from your shit.
Mhm.
Can you give me that integrity, please? Like it's fine if it's in there, but when you make it to where where you're basically pulling my freaking finger, bending my wrist
Mhm.
behind my back, because I know I can't enjoy this game otherwise unless I throw a little bit of, you know, a couple dollars at it. Like give your consumers the benefit of the doubt. Give them some dignity. We
Mhm.
will. I am okay with supporting a game that is good. I'm okay with that. I play Paragon right now. Everything free to play, by the way, but you can purchase some stuff. Guess what? I like the game a lot. I purchased a few things. Not that much. You know, $2 here, $3 there, but that's it.
Mhm.
But I did it because I enjoyed the game and I didn't mind. And they weren't intrusive about it. Buy this every day. Like they have a front screen and they tell you they show you the new skin for the characters and they tell you about the events. But then they have a community corner where you can go and talk to other people who are interested in the game and stuff like that. But they have everything set up nicely. It's in the front screen, but it's not in the form of you need to buy this. It's just, hey, it's there if you want it. And then, you know, and the more you play the game, you get more reputation is their currency. And then they also have actual like gold coin that you can purchase the gold coin, and the gold coin will get you like experience points, reputation. It'll also get you the skins, and you can only get the skins through coins. Reputation mostly gets you like other stuff. It's kind of like throwaway, cash inside the game. You're gonna get so much of it that you really don't know what to do with it, but it's like whatever. And so like every once in a while there might be something I want to get, so I'll purchase the coin to get the other thing. But like it's like $2-3, stuff like that, low prices and stuff like that. So it's like it's up to you if you want to purchase it or not, but it's not intrusive. And like I said, with Overwatch, they're the ones that popularized this trend, and it's because they did it in a way that was so like genius. I have to say, you have to give them credit. They were genius in the way they did it. Guess what, guys? We're gonna make this game. It's not free to play, but it's not gonna be a full 60. You get to pay $40, but if you pay 60, you get, some extra skins and whatnot on top, some extra stuff for our other games, because Blizzard has other franchises stuff. We're gonna put some loot boxes in here. And what we're going to do is put like skins, we're going to put like sprays, we're going to put some special little items and poses and all these other little goodies and tidbits and stuff. And then we're going to see how that goes. And we're going to make it to where they can still purchase the items, directly in the game, but you have to have credits to do so or whatever. So, I mean, the way they did it was fairly genius, and I have to give them credit for that. But at the same time, because of them, it popularized it. They popularized the trend, and it was the gateway drug to what we're seeing right now. And because we didn't shit on Overwatch when it first came out with this bullshit, that's why we're seeing this now. So it's a slippery slope. What you may accept in one game, there's another game that's going to do it 10 times worse. And EA, oh my God, takes the cake.
You ain't lying.
Because I'm sure as shit if EA did it the way that Overwatch did it, you would hear crickets. People be playing their game right now, enjoying it, having a good time.
Like, I don't think that's horrible though.
No, I'm saying it's not horrible, but you got to look at it in a bigger sense. Like I'm a super fan of Overwatch, so that's nothing new there. But because of what they did and how they did it so ingeniously, it got a pass. And because it got a pass, other companies decided they were going to implement the same thing, but they were going to do one up. They're going to one up, Overwatch's format. And then another one comes in, they're going to one up that person's, and it keeps going and keeps going. And it's a snowball effect until we get to where we are with EA. If you let one pass, trust and believe, somewhere in between what we got with Overwatch and what we have with EA, in between all that, look at all the games in between Overwatch and Battlefield right now, and look at all the games that came out with loot boxes. You got there's more than that, but you got Shadow of War, you got the freaking FIFAs, you got your freaking Forzas, you got your freaking all these fucking games that came out in between that with loot boxes that really had no need for them, especially Shadow of War. So yeah.
Basically, it's in the sense of like you give them an inch and they take a mile.
They'll take a while, yeah. So it's like because we pardoned Overwatch, it was so popular and all that stuff. Everybody pardoned Overwatch. Other companies followed suit. They didn't do it as bad, but then we get to where we are now with what Battlefront is and EA, and it's like, damn. So
yeah,
I mean, that's why a lot of people blame Overwatch for it, even though Overwatch, some person from Overwatch came out, well, we're not part of the art. No, you popularized it. Don't sit up here and pretend like you didn't have nothing to do with this. You did.
But is it fair to really like come down so hard?
Well, nobody's coming down hard on Overwatch. They're just mad that they popularized it. Everybody's more mad at EA specifically, period, point blank. Like,
okay,
EA
so it's not like it's misdirected.
No, it's not a misdirection. It's just people are just kind of looking at Overwatch side eye, like, damn it, why did you have to fucking, be popular? Kind of thing.
Right. It's just like, well, damn it, y'all the reason why this happened.
Yeah. And they're not the sole reason, obviously. There's other companies that
they didn't have say over this decision whatsoever.
No, Blizzard has decisions over every fucking game they make, even if they are owned by Activision, might I add.
No. I'm talking about I'm talking about with Battle, whatever the fuck it's called.
EA and DICE, contrary to popular belief, the DICE developers, they actually are okay with what's going on. Like, they specifically don't have a problem with the loot boxes. So I would have told you don't, come at the developers, but from the AMA they had, they were specifically there. They were specifically okay with it, dodging questions, not really answering anything, being vague. And it's like, I understand a lot of that is PR, and I understand a lot of that is they can't really specifically tell you exactly what you want to hear because they're not going to do it. Point blank period, the game is going to come out tomorrow. It's going to have microtransactions. It's going to have a very steep grind, and it's going to make people frustrated. And there's people right now who have early access who've already put loads of money down in the game, because there's a guy who literally he has the game, and he tried the game out with a one of the heroes, and he was really weak because other people had already purchased some stuff, and they had cards and stuff, and they were strong, and he was really weak. He wasn't doing anything. He's a hero character, so hero characters are like the stronger ones, like Boba Fett and Darth Vader and stuff. He had one of them guys, and he was just getting demolished by the other hero characters. So he eventually he went into the market and purchased some money, got some cards, and he was dominating. And he was like, yeah, this is literally, it's pay to Boba. That's the name of the video, pay to Boba. Because he's playing Boba Fett. So it's like, it's pay to win. And I just don't think, even with all the craziness and the flack that's going on, this game is still going to sell well. It's still going to set a precedence. And from this day forward, every single game is going to have loot boxes and more microtransactions than we can handle. We're not going to get our full games anymore. I wouldn't be surprised if Last of Us has something like that. You might think it won't because it's Naughty Dog and it's Sony or something, but I wouldn't be fucking surprised for the online portion or something. They're gonna have some kind of microtransaction loot boxes and stuff. I wouldn't be fucking surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Spider-Man has something in it, even though it's a single player game. I wouldn't be surprised if it has something in it. Just understand, if you don't make a stand now, if tomorrow is the end of it, tomorrow we'll find out, and tomorrow's going to be it's going to be a game changer, because all our games going forward are going to have microtransactions in them, point blank period, until the market's saturated, and either the casuals are going to disappear eventually, because casuals get tired of spending money on games, and they don't really like gaming. They're just doing it because it's cool and it's the new hip thing to do. Like that's all casuals are here for. They're not real gamers. They're just here because it's a hip thing and it's something to do. It's gonna get expensive for most of them, and then they're gonna bounce. And the rest of us are gonna be stuck with the fucking mess. Yay! I'm all for that. But that's all I gotta say on that. So I mean, back to you, Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
That's the tea. That's it. That's all. Did y'all get a good sip?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
This tea is so good, Kuuppon.
I love being a gamer, but I hate being a gamer. If you understand if you understand it, it's a double-edged sword, because no matter what you do that you try to do, there's always something that counteracts it.
Yep.
Apparently we're doing something with the left or the right or some shit. I heard some dumbness in the news. I don't know. I don't care. Fuck it.
Okay.
I don't care. It's some stupid shit that I heard recently about some stuff that gamers technically have done that the news is talking about, and it's like, dude, you guys need to leave us alone. Like, stop. Like,
They always trying to do something.
I know. It's like, we don't care. None of us care about any of that shit y'all going through, like, at all. Like, leave us alone. Stop trying to make news on us because y'all boring. Y'all can't keep your ratings. They so bored and stuff. Like, we got to make up some news. The gamers, they're hot right now. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. It's gonna be a clusterfuck tomorrow. We'll see what happens, what numbers come out, because the scores for the game is already like 7, like it's a 7 out of 10s and 6 out of 10s and stuff like that. So it's like low on the scale. It's at a 77, I think, on Metacritic or some shit. But like,
what they say I won't be purchasing it.
Yeah. I already never was gonna get the game, but now, if I ever had an inkling, I ain't now.
I didn't even care.
I didn't care to begin with, but like, if I ever had a thought about getting the game, I sure as hell ain't getting it now.
Child, what they say, after I didn't even play the first one, I'm like, why do I want to play the second one? I didn't even play the first one.
Well, I don't think they have anything to do with each other, though. But yeah, that's it. That's the tea.
Now I'm talking about the one that I got with my PlayStation 4. I didn't even touch Battlefront that much. Okay, I mean, it was cute for what it was, but I'm just like, okay, I'm good. So like I said, I'm just like, yep, nope, I'm good.
We'll see. We'll see.
But they said they won't be getting none of my coins, so
Huh?
help.
That's it, Miss Lynn. Take it over.
Well, anybody
Hmm
else have anything they want to add?
I think
Nah,
Miss K bounced. She had some stuff, and Will had to go get the food. I guess the dinner is ready.
hmm
Y'all know we'll.
Yeah.
Was
All right.
it?
Well, if there's nothing else, I guess we'll end the podcast here.
Alrighty then. I'm done with the last of my tea. I'm good to go.
The tea was fabulous.
Mm. All right. So like, Dirty, you have anything else you need to add?
um, no, it's just we gotta do better.
Yep.
Like I said, it's hard for certain gamers because they got a fan base that they got to live up to, and what I'm saying, that you got certain people that want to be the first to have it, and it's just going to be hard. It's just going to be something it's going to get bigger and bigger as time goes on when we don't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
Like with the loot crates, we was with DLC. Now we with loot crate, and now we with all this pre-orders and getting different stuff from various places, and you like, okay, where do I pre-order from? You know what I'm saying? Because
I just miss the days when I got a full freaking game and didn't have to worry about any of that stuff. Like I went to the store, I picked up the game, I went home, and I put the game in the system, and I played it. There's nothing else going on. I didn't have to see no pop-up boxes. Wasn't nobody trying to whisper in my ear. Wasn't no nothing. It was just me and the game, and that was it. And I kind of miss that. That's why I'm more toward indie games, because you have that sense of I purchase your game, you give me your game, and I get to be intimate with your game. I get to understand the world, the characters, all that stuff. And
Hmm
I miss that. And then you got all these games where don't get me wrong, I don't mind a story or two, but then we suddenly got all these games with all these cutscenes, and it's like that's where a lot of the money's going, and that's where a lot of the companies are screaming about, well, games cost a lot of money to make. Evidently they do, because you got me paying more than what I initially is supposed to pay for this fucking thing. What?
okay, but I mean, as a game costs, a game may well cost a developer a lot of money, but you got to look at it when they get out $60. You know what I'm saying? They got, like, you got games like Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto that has made more money than the number one box office movie in history.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, but you, like, my thing is like they like to throw the narrative around that games cost a lot of money to make. But you got games like Overwatch making hand over fist money. You got games like GTA making hand over fist, and then they see that kind of that works. So you got other game companies and publishers, whatever, jumping
hmm
on the bandwagon doing the same thing, and it's like, where do you fucking draw the line? It's okay for one to do it, but when the other one does it, we got to get irate about it. Like,
Yeah.
it's either across the board, we don't accept it at all, or we gotta. Or my thing is, we gotta have a conversation, and we gotta have one where, look, if y'all gonna be putting shit like this in your games, there is a fucking limit, and you do not toe that line at all. You don't even get close to that line. You stay on the other side of the freaking tracks, and you take what you can get. And like I said, if you're gonna have it in your game, give me the dignity of spending the money on my own terms. Don't be forcing it down my throat. Don't be screaming in my face. Don't be popping up on screens about what I got shot with who and what, where, when, why. Just, you have a fucking eShop. You have your fucking eShop in your game. It has an option of having other things that I might like or whatever, but it's an option. And seriously, a fucking option. That is it. That is all. Because there are people who will buy your options, and there are people who just don't give a fuck about your option because they want to check out the game, they don't like the game, they move on. And then there's people who stick with the game, but they don't want to buy that stuff. Like, the fact that you're making your game from the ground up based around me purchasing something, not grinding, but purchasing, and then secondhand is the grinding. You make it about the purchase first, and then you put in how long you want them to grind and how long it will take them to grind for them to unlock the stuff. but make it just hard enough that they'll get tired of the grind and they'll actually spend the money. No, I don't like that. But whatever, I'm done.
Mhm.
All right. Anybody else have anything to add?
That's it.
Shit,
That's
what they
it.
say, people, if you want change, you gotta speak with your pockets.
Well, I guess people saying that these practices are okay with them.
From what I'm saying,
Well,
that's
she was
essentially.
it. Was it? It might be fine with them, but I'm just like, you know what? Hey, like I said, if any of my favorite franchises started doing all that bullshit, I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm not getting your shit, and I move on. So,
Yeah, they've been doing that with
deuces.
yeah, stop that Black Flag. I don't buy no more Assassin's Creeds. Black Flag was my last one. I'm like, oh, I see where y'all going with this. Okay, I'm done.
Mm-mm.
hmm
Chucking the deuces and say peace out.
Especially when Unity popped up. I was like, oh, hell no. That was a hot mess. That wasn't even the microtransactions. That was just a hot mess. Like, oh, whatever. We can go ahead and do our thing, closings or whatever.
All right. Well, I guess if that's it, we'll go ahead and end the podcast. So,
All right.
God, it's been a while. We're gonna have to do this more often, guys, because this is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It's your fault I blame you.
It probably is.
Who cares? I mean, I think it's mostly because we all were playing. There's a lot of games on the Switch, so everybody's just
Oh my
kind of
God, yes.
doing stuff.
My pockets is screaming.
They- I mean, Nintendo's serious about taking our money the right way, at least.
Go
Mhm.
At least
Like,
they're
look,
giving us complete games.
I
There aren't no
mean,
microtransactions yet.
not yet. So if you ain't know about that, like, come on over to the Nintendo side. It ain't gone to the dark side yet.
I was going to say it's not the dark side yet.
Not yet.
Mhm.
So enjoy it
No,
while it lasts.
shoot, but they say I'll stick with my very few games that I play and call it a day, and I'll be happy.
I'm about to
Yeah.
go away the casual and play 2 games a year.
What? Right?
Hey,
Like,
as long as you enjoy playing them 2 games of shit, what does it matter?
What using no money I hope for. Shit.
because I'm sorry, but games where it's like you literally have to pay in order to even be like okay, or like no, I'm sorry, no, I will just be like no, because I can't afford it. I'm like no.
It don't matter. Even if I was to get games like that, I couldn't pay for anything. I ain't got no money for
No,
it. So
you
it's
can't.
like
No, it's like no one can afford it. So it's like what's the
as soon as I
point?
drop the money for the initial game, you can't get nothing out of the pocket. I ain't got no fucking money in.
Right, and mind you, and then what
Basically,
was
you
it?
can't squeeze blood out of a turnip.
Pretty much. They like, come on, you need to spend this money, and I'm just like, what
With
money?
what?
I ain't got no money. Which yeah, I gave you what I got. But we want more. Well, good luck.
I'm tempted to sell my little amiibos.
Nope, I ain't selling them to give you money. Fuck that noise.
Sell my amiibos.
Get my amiibos.
Yeah,
What the hell?
those.
All right,
Ah.
so
Let's bounce.
Dirty, you ain't said much today. What's up with that?
He never talks though. This is every freaking
No,
podcast.
but Dirty's been doing good. Like when he got stuff to say, he
just probably fed up. He seemed like he just fed up. Like it's like, what can I say? That people ain't gonna really listen to. They just gonna do what they gonna do anyway. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
I say what I have to say, and I want people to listen because we're headed to something more drastic than what we're getting now.
Yeah, I see it too.
people don't seem to be bothered by it though.
Because
Like
those
I
are
said,
not.
when I canceled my pre-order for the Star Wars Battlefront 2, I ain't think twice about
Here's
it.
the question I want to ask you, Dirty. What do you see? Show us a future that you see with what's going on.
Well, basically, it's going to get where the real gamers that actually play games and enjoy it are literally going to start turning their back on these companies, and they're probably we're going to start turning our backs on video games, in general.
EJ
And
said gaming will be dead.
yeah, and remember, history repeats itself.
Oh yeah, we might have another game crash, and Nintendo gonna have to come in and swoop in to save us again. Oh, thank God for Nintendo.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
We about to have essentially we're about to have another video game crash. In case anybody doesn't understand that, because this is essentially what happened back in the day. Is there's an influx of like video game after video game stuff with no substance. Games were just broken. Some of them just the same thing that you've seen before. If one person did it, we all did it. It's just an influx. It's kind of like how they do with the mobile market right now, just kind of flooding the market with the same old stuff, watered down stuff, nothing interesting, nothing of substance. And gaming was about to go away. There was no such thing as gaming, almost like gaming was about to go away, and Nintendo came in and decided they were going to regulate the market, and they started basically QA everything. They put a fucking ban hammer down. Whatever if your game wasn't good enough to be on the market, they didn't give a shit. Just get the hell on. They just basically were like the stronghold of gaming. And while the way they did it put a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths over the course of time, and essentially people were happy to get away from Nintendo, but they saved it. They saved gaming, and you may hate them today, but you wouldn't be up here acting like the fanboy you are without them. So with the way that people are acting with this fake fanboy wars and console war bull crap, and just turning a blind eye to the issues that we really need to be paying attention to, as opposed to worrying about who's playing on what platform and what has what kind of power or not kind of power, or what games. What we really need to be putting our focus on is the games. We call ourselves gamers, but we are more worried about consoles. So those console whores, or whatever you want to call them, you're not helping. You're worried about your console, but you're not worried about the games that come to it, and you're not worried about what games have substance in it. You're not worried about what stuff is going on, what practices are being taken in the industry that are corrupting your games. You're not worried about that stuff. You're worried about the fucking Switch being a handheld or a hybrid or like nobody cares. Not a lot of us care about that. At least us veteran gamers, we don't care about that shit. Are you getting games on the platform you prefer? Is it a good game? Is it being riddled with microtransactions and loot boxes and stupid, ugly, horrible practices? Stuff like that is what matters. And if we keep turning a blind eye to it, we're going to get another video game crash. And a lot of us veteran gamers ain't about to fuck with all that. Sorry.
I just don't understand.
I'm going to stick to the games I got and go about my day. I'll go back to retro gaming if it's that serious. I don't really care. But you do not want to have another video game crash, because it's not good. I don't think you're going to be able to repair this one. I don't think this one will be able to get repaired. This is going to be the one that sticks.
Yep.
That's how I see it. I think this will be the one that sticks.
I just don't get how, number one, you've got these multiple systems that are out. Like, for instance, the PS4, the PS4 Slim, the Pro, then you got the Xbox One, Xbox One S, now the X, and then you've got, again, with these, now the new thing with the microtransactions in the games to pay to win, whatever, and people are fine with that. And as long as you're okay with that, it's just going to get worse. I'm not okay with it. And again, I'm just one person. I spoke with my wallet and I did not purchase games.
Like, I would prefer to purchase.
I actually wanted, but that one, as well as Shadow of War, I did not get either one of those games because I'm not trying to put in additional money over and above the money I've already given you. Yeah. Like Kuuppon said, normal gamers don't have money like that to be throwing at games. So either you give me a complete game like Nintendo, or, like I said, I'll just keep it at the store. I'm not hurting. There's plenty games for me to play on the Switch. I don't have to be playing games on the PS4 or the Xbox One. I'm good. So, yeah, that's basically beating a dead horse. But people don't care, because otherwise this wouldn't be going on.
Because I'm just at a point where I'm just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna get mad. I ain't gonna stress. I ain't gonna be pressed. You know what I'm just gonna do? I'm gonna play the games that I love, that I enjoy. If I don't agree with it, I'm just gonna basically move it along and just say, hey, if you want to do all that, then by all means, that's your prerogative. because it's just stupid. Like I'm just and like I said, it's just and the level of greed now is just so like
My
to me
thing
it's
is,
just disgusting.
the companies. What really irritates me is these companies feel like they think they're entitled to our wallets
Mm-hmm.
because they make such because their games are expensive to make. That ain't my fucking problem. Okay? I don't give a shit how expensive your damn game is to make. Here's a thought. It's called a budget.
Okay, but
Stay with
Coupon,
it.
but sometimes it's not
No,
even
no, 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 no,
it's
no,
not
no, no,
even
no.
just that though.
Don't give a damn.
They just want money.
I know, but I'm just saying that's their narrative. So I'm going off of their narrative. I don't give a fuck what your narrative is. I don't care if these games are expensive to make. Stop trying to make some blockbuster movie and make a fucking video game. Go back to the freaking
Mm-hmm.
basics and make your video games when you actually had the full fucking game there before you started trying to throw microtransactions in. I'm not saying that micro. I'm not. My thing is, I don't like I said, I don't have a problem with certain microtransactions if you have taste within the realm of possibility. If you give me the benefit of the doubt, I will give you money extra. But let me make that choice. Don't be shoving it in my face. I don't care how much your freaking game costs to make. That's your prerogative. You decided to make it that big, and you're over here. And I understand there's a lot of people talking about 4K, and they want these big and pretty things. I want to see the pores. I want to see the trees. I want to see the water. I want to see the grass. Okay, well,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. What the fuck ever. They can see some pixelated grass or they can see some pretty ass grass, but either way, I'm not spending extra money for the pixelated grass or the sweet ass grass. I don't give a shit. I gave
Mm-hmm.
you $60. Give me my fucking game. Shut up. That's it.
Preach.
Cherry Man said people still complaining about graphics or the game not having enough shadows.
I don't give a fuck about some shadows. Explain to me what shadows, water, grass, any of that, the pores, the eyelashes in a fucking carrot. Explain to me how that shit is fun to you in a video game. Like
I
I,
guess
I
that's
don't
their way
understand
of
these
being
fucking new
immersed.
age. I don't understand these new age gamers. They're fucking stupid to me. They retarded and irritating as hell because you're over here talking about graphics. Are you playing graphics or are you playing a fucking game? Yes, you want the game to look pretty and all that shit, but is that really your bottom line?
It's like, oh, because God forbid that, a game is was it not six, sorry, eight, is it 8-bit game? God forbid that,
That's why a lot of people are
you
going
know,
retro because they don't give a shit about graphics.
was
They're
it
just like,
God
I just want
forbid
to play
that
a
you
fucking
basically
game.
can't
That's
see every
finished.
strand of hair on one character's head, or God forbid that the rain don't splash in just the right way, in the right angle that it would in real life. God forbid,
But you know what's
we
real
go into
funny?
a fan.
Hold on,
God
but you know
forbid we
what's
go
really
into a
funny about
fantasy.
that? But what's really funny about that, and for all intents and purposes, with all these supposed gamers, air quotes here, these new age gamers or whatever, screaming about 4K and screaming about all these textures. If you don't play your fucking games any goddamn way, so what is you screaming about? What is it? Why are the stupidest people got the loudest voices? You don't play your games any fucking way. So why do you care if the fucking water looks pretty or the grass blows or there's a fucking pore you can see in someone's skin or an eyelash or whatever the fuck case or a
No, but
shadow?
but
Play your
Coupon, but
fucking
you
game.
basically said it. They ain't got nothing else going on, so that's why they hollering.
You don't play the game, so you
Mm.
can't see what the fuck it looks like. Only on fucking YouTube or Twitch, and you can't even get the full perspective. So what the fuck? Get the fuck out of my gaming. Get out of my shit. Get out of my hobby.
Mm.
Let's just end this, cause I gotta go, cause I'm mad now.
Oof.
I'm gonna go play some Overwatch. There's a new character on Overwatch. I'm gonna go play that. I'm gonna go play Mora. They got it, huh? No, I ain't streaming. I'm about to stream that. I gotta play with my freaking. They just nerfed one of my characters too. I'm so fucking mad. Oh, I'm so
They
mad.
Murph Nurse. I know they Murph.
They nerfed Mercy. They got Mora out, and they buffed Anna. So at least I can go back to Anna. I just gotta practice with her a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Was it? Mind you, everyone and their mama, they all kinds of upset about the Mercy nerf, and I'm just
Oh no,
sitting here like,
half the Mercy players, mains, whatever you want to call them, they just bounced out of Overwatch. Like I went to the forums, they're like, yeah, I'm done.
oh yeah, no, like look,
They're gone.
look, I literally said it too, and I know this is kind of like going off a side note. I said, watch the minute they touch Mercy, watch how many people basically
But you
bounce
know what?
because she would.
But you know what? I'm a fucking asshole. So I'm gonna keep playing her, even when people start screaming about, oh, she's not viable. I'm gonna be like, the fuck she is. You can still use her shit during her
Oh no,
ultimate.
but the reason why there was another nerf though was because apparently she's still too powerful.
Oh, she's still powerful. It's just they made it to where essentially what they did is like if she doesn't use her ultimate to use her res, she sits there she's pretty much a sitting duck. So if you can't kill Mercy with this new hold on. If you can't kill Mercy with this new nerf to her, uninstall your game, please. I'm tired of you DPS, whoever you are out there crying and hollering, talking about you can't kill Mercy. You can kill her now. She is literally a sitting fucking duck. So when she goes in to rest someone, you need to just stand there like you do with fucking a May, waiting for her to come out of her ice cube and kill her. Please and thank you. And if you don't kill her during her res, if it ain't with her ult up, uninstall your fucking game. I'm done. Let's end this podcast. I'm done. Fucking bitches.
She said, Kuuppon said she has had it officially.
Fucking with my damn girl.
She has had it officially.
Okay, I'm done. I'm good. But yeah, this weekend, Cuphead. That's gonna be fun. Cuphead. Kuuppon Strives. That's my channel. I stream on also on Twitch and all that good stuff. So Cuphead this weekend. Expect a stream rage. I'm not gonna quit the game. I'm gonna rage quit the whole stream. I'm gonna get I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get to a point where I'm just gonna be like, you know what, fuck this, and you're just gonna see the stream turn off. Not the game, but the whole stream's just gonna be. I'm just gonna go on. Because usually when games like that, I get so frustrated, I just don't care. So it's nothing against you.
Fuck this shit.
It's nothing against people, is the people in the chat or anything like that. It's just fuck this game. I'm just gonna turn off the stream. I think I did it 1 or 2 times already. There's a couple of games that pissed me off. I was like, you know what, I just left. So that's my outro. I'm done.
All right, Dirty.
All right, y'all. This is your boy Dirty, and we had a good discussion today. The family was back, and hopefully we can keep it going for you guys. And like I said, just wait on these games. I'm telling you, within 3 weeks, the games are on sale at Best Buy. We have to stand up. We have to do something. We got to start it now because to me right now, I'm thinking it might be too late, but we can still take a stand.
Yeah.
They need our money.
Yep.
So,
let's take
Dirty.
a stand.
Okay, I'm gonna need Patty LaBelle, can you not?
Sorry.
Go ahead, Dre.
Oh my god.
I'm just playing, so well, like I said, was it shoot? This was a fun podcast. Kuuppon came in and she didn't basically just spill the tea. I mean, she just dumped the whole gallon pitcher show on the floor and then some. I'm still because they got us for how long? Like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Y'all lucky. Y'all lucky? You got a good podcast today. Hell. Oh, but yeah, it's been fun as always, Lynn. Thank you for having me. I always enjoy myself whenever I come up on here.
Hey.
And until next time, y'all.
Shout out to Miss K, William for coming through. They had to slip out under the radar.
Yes, and shout out to everyone that basically stood here and basically listened to us rant.
I mean, thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and spilling the tea. We appreciate y'all because without y'all, we could not do this.
We had to go to church today.
Listen, Kuuppon had to come up in here and just preach.
We went to church.
Preach to the choir. Sure.
And take it away, Miss Lynn.
All right, y'all. So thank you all for joining us live. We still have Sinister here, Cherry Man, EJ. All the main ones that's
EJ be about that. He be always up and running. I like you. You
know it.
All of us.
EJ be in it.
He be all over
it. We've had Nia come through.
What's up, my
shout out to Nia.
We've had TK come through.
Hey, TK.
And we've had Digital Man come through. At least these are the guys that have commented. So we've had about 10 or 11 folks steady watching. So
that's good.
Oh, Games R Us HD.
What's
Dude,
up?
we missed you too. You ain't been in the podcast in forever.
Bring them
Yeah.
next.
So yeah. Again, thank you all for watching. This has been what, 2.5-hour podcast?
Oh my God.
Like I said, they lucky. They got a good one.
We're gonna make these more we might go back to doing this every week. We'll see. So you know, people's
Schedules and whatnot.
schedules permitting. So yeah. I know, Games, you need to get with us. This if you want to be on the podcast, let me know and I'll add you in when I send out the link. So yeah, I will leave a link in the description to everyone here of where you can find them. Be sure to check them out and subscribe if you enjoy their content. Also, while you're here, if you enjoy the content, be sure to hit that subscribe button because there will be more content coming in the near future. And look, peoples, y'all need to actually watch the daggone content because this 10 and 15 views per video is the reason why I ain't been uploading nothing.
Point
Just
blank
to put it
period.
out there.
Boom. Let them know.
Just to put it out there. There's been a ton of games that have come through my hands. Y'all don't know because I ain't put up no video. Simple as that. You might see a gameplay video. I don't know. We'll see. But on that note, we'll go ahead and end the podcast here. Again, guys, take care, be safe, love one another, and we'll see you all on the next one. Peace.
All right. Deuces.
Video game crash.
Of 2018.